Championship will be up next week in Harriman at Zions Bank Stadium. The winner of this game will get the Cedar Reds. And if history has told us anything the last 2 years, this should be a fun one.
Oh,
good afternoon. My name is Tanner Wilkinson. I'll be your lead play-by-play man. To my right, sliding in a la Chris Collinsworth style, the one and only Templar expert, Gregory Sterner. Greg, great to be with you as always. I'm catching a flight here in about 7-8 hours up in Salt Lake. But had to make this work. When I saw the timing of all this, I said, I got to make sure I'm here to call this one with you.
Absolutely.
We've had some good calls over the years between these two teams in this exact situation in the semifinals, and I expect no different with the result here tonight.
2 years ago, Manti defeats Morgan by 14 points to move on to SUU right here to play in the state championship game. Last year, up at Zions Bank Stadium, Morgan defeats Manti by 14 points to make it here and win a state championship for Coach Barlow last year for Morgan. Coach Takiaho, he's ready for this one, and his Templars, he's expecting his Templars to give Morgan all they got tonight, and I'm excited. And you, my friend, as you mentioned, you're going to be across the world calling games here. Jeez, dude, you're moving all over the place in the next, 4 days.
All on the same station, by the way. We appreciate you tuning in right here on KMTI, 650 AM and 95.1 FM, MidUtahRadio.com, Centricom Team Hive, as well as KSLSports.com. Well, Greg, the Templars come in as healthy as they've been through a good chunk of the season. There was the big question the last 3 years for Manti has been the depth, right? And this year that depth took a little bit of hit at different times, but the good news, a good chunk of those guys have come back at important times.
Really three main contributors that are out. Max Takiaho, as he's been out all season. Carter Anderson, he came back for one practice after hurting his leg and was right back out. Trevor Christensen, those three were contributors. Well, Max would have been a contributor this year, and those other two were contributors. But other than that, they're back. And Manti looked like they were back last week against North Sanpete in that big victory in a rivalry game, in a playoff game. And those guys, they're athletes, did some athletic things out there in that game. That was a fun one last week.
Well, when you look at, it's about peaking at the right time. It's about getting help. When you look at football across the board, right, at any level, at the National Football League, in college football, and certainly at the high school level, having healthy bodies matters. It matters when you peak at the right time. Templars feel like they've got a chance to peak at the right time.
Yeah. Right now is the time. There was a little bit of a time early in this season for Manti. You lost to Cedar. You lost to Richfield, those 2 straight games, and you're looking at that schedule coming up. You got San Juan on that thing, and some other big dogs. And you were a little bit worried if you're a Manti fan. And they answered the bell, won that San Juan game in a game that I think a lot of people thought they would lose, frankly.
Yeah.
And they went out there and won 38-28 in a big victory against a team that's probably going to win another 2A state championship this year.
Looking on the flip side for the Trojans, it's Morgan. We know what to expect out of Coach Barlow in this group. They play a really difficult, or at least higher up, non-region schedule. And the North region was what the North region's been. There's a defined pecking order. Morgan's always at the top of that. Grantsville's usually at number 2.
Yes.
And then those other teams kind of slowly, it depends on the year, but kind of filter through that. That was not the case in 3A South this year. You called it the Psycho South multiple times.
Yeah.
And we saw some great matchups across the board. Even though Cedar finds themselves in the championship game, 2 close games with Juab, a close game with Richfield as well for the Reds, and it'll be interesting to see how that kind of plays an impact here, where Morgan kind of cruised through there. Now, Grantsville gave them a decent. That was a 2-score game. It was a 24-10 game, I believe, and so does the tougher schedule benefit Manti in a situation like this? Well, there's debate to be had from across the board about that. But this is Morgan as advertised, and they are very, very good.
Yeah, Morgan's peaking at the right time as well. I think they started peaking about 2019. and they're peaking, every year, Morgan, I've called them the behemoth on these broadcasts before, and that's what they are. They just win every year. Coach Barlow, in his 6 years, 61-12 in those 6 years, 10-1 this year, 5-0 in region. He's won a couple of state championships as the head coach. They've won 9 total state championships in their program history. So, yeah, Morgan is. Was it the last game? One of these most recent post-game shows, I think it was last game, I said, I get it. Morgan. Everybody talks about Morgan. Morgan is, and there's a reason they talk about him. But like you say, Manti's healthy. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun one today.
Does depth play a factor tonight? I think that's a big part of it. Morgan is so deep. They've got multiple guys that just play the one way, right, where you're not going to see that in a Manti situation. A lot of guys playing both ways. How does that impact? And that's been the storyline the last 2 years. These are the same questions. I feel like I'm having deja vu. We're talking about a lot of the same things we've talked about the last 2 years on these pregame shows with this specific matchup.
The lines both ways is going to tell a lot of story today. We're giving you a little preview into this game in the pregame. How Manti, because Manti's got a lot of guys going both ways, as you mentioned, really not just on the line, but you notice it a lot more on the line.
Sure.
Because you can't take a break when you're on the line. And whereas you'll see, I mean, running down this roster for Morgan that I've got in front of me, one thing that stands out to me, number one, is the number of players.
Sure.
We always talk about that. That's always talked about in these games. Number two, look at how many guys are listed with one position on Morgan, not DL/OL. Not wide receiver / DB. We're talking one. They go one direction, and that's what good football programs do. And Manti just doesn't have the numbers like a Morgan team does to be able to do that. Now, I've said this a lot this year, and I don't want this to be any sort of chalkboard material for anybody, but you line up 11 on 11, and there are no subs, and just 11 on 11, and they have to go both ways. I think Manti plays with anybody in the state. This isn't soccer. There is depth. There is substitutes. So can Manti with those strong number ones hold up to that depth of Morgan? That's going to be a big story today.
It's been the story the last couple of years as well. So as we continue on our Snow College pregame show, we'll break down how these teams got here. Morgan, as mentioned, has cruised through the latter half of their schedule. Manti able to get a couple big wins late. There were some upsets late in the season that got them to the 3 seed and ultimately set us up for this matchup today. Templars, an emotional win last week, played their rival for the first time ever in the playoffs, which is just bizarre if you're from the Sanpete County area to think that was a thing. We'll continue to highlight this matchup next. It's 3A semifinal football on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
Every morning when I walk in the door, I'm still at an awe. The quality of beef that we're harvesting here at Bar W, in my 40 years of experience, I have never seen beef after beef after beef of the extreme quality. Every single one of them that are coming through are top shelf.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking is now hiring drivers statewide, including Beaver, Millard, Sevier, Sanpete, Juab, Carbon, Emery, Utah, and Salt Lake counties, as well as many other locations. The job includes a home daily schedule, excellent pay, benefits, training, retirement, a positive work environment, and requires a Class A CDL license with doubles endorsement. To apply, go to barneyjobs.com. That's barneyjobs.com.
This school year will be different.
This year, I'll do my assignments on time.
I will listen to my teacher.
I solemnly swear.
I won't eat any glue.
I'll do my homework every night.
Every night.
Research? No problem.
School, I got this.
This year will be different. Visit Centricom.com to power your education with the best internet experience. Everyone succeeds with School to the Power of Centricom.
For over 70 years, Cache Valley Bank has been a part of Utah's financial landscape with 23 branches across the state of Utah. Cache Valley Bank isn't just a bank. We're neighbors, partners, and your financial advisors.
Committed to building stronger communities one transaction at a time with secure and reliable solutions, whether it's buying a home, expanding your business, or simply managing your day-to-day finances.
Visit any of our locations in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, Fairview, or Nephi. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim. 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
When you think of DL Dirtworks, don't just think dirt. Think precision excavation, expert site preparation, efficient land clearing, and top-notch customer service. Think residential projects, commercial ventures, and seamless execution. This season, let DL Dirtworks lay the groundwork for your next big project. Visit dldirtworks-ut.com today and discover why they're Central Utah's premier choice for quality excavation. DL Dirtworks, serving Ephraim and beyond. They're more than just dirt.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
Welcome back on into the Snow College pregame show. Did you start a degree, but then life got in the way? Well, there's never been a better time to finish what you started. Head over to snow.edu today. A couple of former Badgers up here a lot of former Badgers and current Badgers on our crew across the board. And I think the only one that's in high school at least lives in Ephraim. So, I mean, at least, been around the Badger community. Great place, Snow College. Great place down here at SUU. Beautiful day, Greg. Sometimes when we get to these, you never know in November what you're going to get weather-wise. And boy, Mark Lyons used to always say it on BYU broadcast, and he would say it no matter what, but today really is a beautiful day for a football game.
Yeah, it's beautiful out here. Not a cloud in the sky. Great view here at SUU Stadium. Probably the second best view at a stadium here in Cedar City. That Cedar view.
It is pretty
Cedar
great.
High School is pretty great as well. But excellent view here, excellent weather. Love it. 60 degrees or so down here in November. Perfect.
Well, me and Cam Wright were complaining it was hot when we started our broadcast because the sun was hitting us and coming through the booth. And I'm thinking I should have gone short sleeves instead of long sleeves today. But nonetheless, a beautiful day for some football. Let's talk a little bit about where these two teams have been, starting with Manti's win last week against North Sanpete. Now, that was a game. Manti was missing a few guys in the regular season when they played. A couple of guys weren't able to play till the second half, that kind of a thing. Manti was in control and won that game. Last week, at full strength, kind of showed where they could peak at and where they could potentially get to.
Yeah, and the boys answered the bell, didn't they? Just really efficient game. You got guys like Tala Talapa, 8 carries for 98 yards and a couple of touchdowns. Put him over 1,000 yards for the year. Carter Mason, efficient again, 80%, 11 of 14, 260 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Stone Mortonson had an excellent game. He was our player of the game last week with 3 touchdown catches in that game. Had over 100 yards. I know he's pushing 1,200 yards. I think he's 1,199 yards does Stone on the year. Isaiah Wright had a touchdown catch. On defense, Spencer Robbins, who stepped up really well in the last half of the season. He had 10 tackles. Mack Olson had 10 tackles and a sack. And Tala Talapa had 10 tackles as well. So you're right. Absolutely. Manti was the higher-ranked team, and they showed why last week against the Hawks.
And, it was a great season for North Sanpete in the first year of Dave Peck. Pulled off, ended some streaks against the likes of Juab and Canyon View that they hadn't beaten in a long time, jumped up to that. I believe picked to finish second to last in the region, just ahead of Carbon in the preseason polls. Surprised a lot of people, but Manti did take it to him last week. On the flip side for Morgan, they got Richfield, a rematch of last year's state championship game. And very up and down year for the Wildcats at the end of the day. Beat this Manti team in Manti. Has just kind of been the MO with Coach Thorson. He's just had Manti's number in his second stint. But they kind of stumbled down the stretch a little bit, lost to Canyon View, struggled with Juan Diego, who, if we're just being honest, Juan Diego was not the Juan Diego of old. And Morgan showed why they're still the Morgan Trojans last week.
Last year in that state championship game, was it 13-2? Was that the final score? It was something like that, 10-2 or 13-2. Last week was not that. I mean, Morgan had 42 points at halftime in that one, and then you have a running clock the rest of the way, 49-14 over, again, like you mentioned, a good Richfield program. But that tells you a lot about the Morgan Trojans and what they can do this year. Eli Mortonson, 4 touchdowns. You got Stone Mortonson on one side, you got Eli Mortonson on the other side. I'm excited to watch both of those guys play today.
Well, and you look on the flip side, Eli, a younger guy for this Trojan, just a sophomore. How many of these Manti seniors were making plays in that game 2 years ago as sophomores, right?
Stone Mortonson, one of them.
Carter Mason in a different position, making some plays there. Should be a certainly interesting thing tonight as the captains are out at midfield for the opening coin toss. Going to be a fun one here tonight at SUU. Technically still in the afternoon. Let's take our first Barclay Mechanical score update. Winner of this game gets Cedar, because Cedar beat Juab 23-16. It was 23-0 in the fourth quarter, and Juab made it somewhat interesting. They made it interesting late. Made it so there was still a conversation certainly to be had, and it became a one-possession game. Boy, that was as bizarre of a game as I've called twice. Juab gets stonewalled at the inch-yard line on a quarterback keep that was well blocked and really just better defended by Cedar. Hit at the right time, at the right angles in those situations.
Yeah.
Cedar also had an 8-minute drive in the second half where they just ending the last 6 minutes of the third quarter, the first 2 of the fourth, and they got points out of it.
Started clear
at
down
the one,
right outside their end zone. Yeah, worked all the way down.
And then the game you just finished, I shouldn't say just finished, it was about an hour ago that game ended between Whitehorse and Rich, and the Rich Rebels will have a chance to go for a three-peat in 8-man. So
yeah, Rich showed why they're the number 1 ranked team in the 8-player classification. They're a good team.
I believe the nightcap is Monticello and Milford to close out the day. So opening kick, Manti wins the toss, and Morgan. And they've elected to first, so Manti will kick, and the Trojans will be on offense first here in this first half as we get set for our opening kickoff.
Do they fly the ball in like
they have been? Yes.
I knew they did on the first 2. I just didn't know if they did it every game or what they do here.
I
would assume they would.
And the home team is the one who gets to go out and receive it. They don't do the fight for it like they used to. Because there was some fake news about the whole coin to everyone's thinking this is how they do the coin toss. That never was.
It went viral.
It went very viral, to say the least.
Look at what they do in Utah small school football. They throw the football out of a helicopter and you have to fight for it.
To win the toss.
What is this gladiator game? No, it's just.
It was never the case.
Fun.
It was just a fun thing. As Morgan is going to receive the football first. So let's talk keys to the game now, Greg, on both sides, starting with the Trojans being the upper seed. What do they need to do to secure victory against Manti tonight?
What is Morgan's line going to dominate? I think that's what a lot of people think that's going to happen. And so will Manti's line be able to hold up against that huge Morgan line? We look out here, it seems like there's always a Keel boy out
always.
Here. Keel, Ledger Keel, the current one, number 59. When you are watching this game, if you're tuned in here on Centricom Team High, you see Ledger Keel, he looks like a giant out there, big old kid. Got brothers that play college football. Anyway, for Morgan, will the line dominate? That's a question that I have. Do you want me to do the other side?
Please do.
Okay, for Manti. I think Manti's got the athletes on that in the defensive backfield. Offensively, will Tala Talapa be able to run the ball? Will the Manti line be able to block this Morgan defensive line to give Tala Talapa some room? At the first of the year, Manti started being the passing team that they have been the last 2 years, and they're still a good passing team. Carter Mason's 3,000 yards. He's only thrown a couple of picks, close to 30 touchdowns. But you saw Manti start relying on Tala Talapa offensively, so I'm excited to see if Tala is able to break some big runs here like he did against like San Juan and multiple teams this year. Will Manti, I'm assuming you'll see Ty Pringle match up with Eli Mortonson, and that's going to be a fun one.
Boy.
Ty's one of the best defensive backs in 3A. He should be playing at the next level. He's come back from getting hurt. Eli Mortonson is getting looks from Utah. I saw it on Twitter. Just a sophomore, 4 touchdowns last week against Richfield. I could keep going here with more matchups that I'm excited about, but you got Mack. We haven't even talked about Mack Olson, Fresno State commit,
right,
folks. I know Manti fans know that, but for you Morgan fans, big Mack Olson out there is a commit to Fresno State. Will he be able to cause some disruption in the offensive backfield of Morgan?
Well, as one Mr. Schwarzenegger said, get to the choppa, as we're going to have the ball drop here in just a little moment. And for the Trojans, as just completely missed it there on the receive. Wyatt Turner, I think, thought the ball was going one way, hopped another. And, that'll happen on turf. You'll get some interesting hops out there. But
I've seen it those first 2 games. Yes, there's been a lot of those.
Yes, I heard you on the last broadcast mention the Jaden Heap one. That's a guy you don't want to kick to usually, and so that took a very friendly cedar bounce in that earlier matchup. Yeah. One thing I want to point out, Greg, from the last year, Manti has been that. I like that you brought up the Tala Talapa factor because Manti has been so pass-heavy the last few years. Mm-hmm. And it was that game against Morgan that Carter Mason got his first varsity start at quarterback because as that was his second varsity start. My apologies.
He had the playoff game against
Juab. But also the Juab regular season game was when Mason Starkweather got hurt. So Carter's obviously had the full year at quarterback and has, like you said, had a good season, of more than good season. But yeah, how does Tala Talapa? Is he the X factor running the ball today? As the Templars will kick off, gray helmets, white uniforms, gray pants and the red jerseys. Morgan in the maroon jerseys and helmets with the white pants. This ball fielded at the 9-yard line, and we are underway. Return back up to the 20-25, and it will be 1st and 10 for the Morgan Trojans as they take over to start the ball game.
Good job by the sophomore Stetson Thompson for the Templars to step up there and make that tackle on the kick. Return.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Out at quarterback, Cade Randall. You want to talk about a good touchdown to interception ratio. Both these quarterbacks have it 26-2.
Barely talked about him, and he deserves it because he was out for a few games well and still threw for all those yards and those touchdowns.
1,800-plus yards passing and limited as he sends a man in the backfield. The lefty throws. This is going to be blown dead instantly. And they're going to say a false start on Morgan. So the Trojans will be backed up. The lefty, Randall, let it fly, but they blow the play dead. 1st down and 15 now.
Talk a lot in basketball about a quick release. Cade Randall has a really quick release when he throws the ball. He can get that, and he gets it out quick to his receivers.
Now talk about basketball. How good is Morgan basketball going to be again?
Yeah.
I mean, defending state champs and lost one starter and maybe one or two other guys that came off that bench for them.
Yeah.
With a great coach. Yeah. Stacked receivers to either side for Randall. It's going to be a run up the gut. Templars snuff it out well. No gain on the play. A slew of guys in there led by who else? Mack Olson inside.
Yeah, Mack doing a great job. Jacob Cox had a great game last week. Big number 66 in the middle there. He had a great game last week against North Sam. Pete Nelson Everett, the other defensive end in there as well.
And how great is Nelson? We hit that on senior night a few weeks ago. Templars show blitz here at the line. Morgan's going to go with the stacked receivers to either side. New call comes in for Cade Randall. Single back at his hip. Clap of the hands for Cade. Templars bring the pressure. It's a throw high, wide open. Eli Mortonson gets a 1st down and then some. Eli 50, stays on his feet, 45-40 into Templar territory. And Stone Mortonson brings down Eli Mortonson, but not until that's a gain of, 60 yards on the catch and run.
And that's actually George Thurston on that.
Oh, my apologies. I was seeing 4 and thought, I don't know where I got 0 from. George Thurston.
Yeah, George Thurston, one of the best, most productive players for Morgan this year. A lot of touchdown runs, over 400 yards rushing. 1st down and 10 Trojans. They mark him out at the 24. It's a gut run up the gut. And Tala Talapa ultimately the one to bring down Canyon Leonelli, who is one of the leading rushers on this team. Yeah, and George Thurston, as you mentioned, he's another one of those sophomores, just like Eli Mortonson.
2nd down and a yard. Randall brings a man in motion. It is Thurston. They're going to give to Thurston, kind of on a counter jet sweep. He falls forward, and the Trojans will have 1st down inside the 15-yard line.
So one good play for Manti after the penalty, and then, Morgan showing what they can do here. But Manti brought that blitz that time, and it left the middle of the field wide open, and Cade Randall read it well.
On a blitz, what do they say? There's always some spot. You always throw where the blitz comes from.
And they did.
Randall back to pass on 1st and 10. Pocket collapses. He becomes a runner. Steps up in the pocket. Randall dives and gets a gain of 5, maybe 6 yards on 1st down. Tala Talapa the one to bring him down.
Yeah, did a good job there to read what was happening down the field, see the pocket break down, and just take it right up the middle.
2 to either side now for Randall on 2nd down and 5. Brings Jack Hurd in motion. Hurd gets the jet sweep on the outside. Gets a good block at the Templars shed. Well, what an excellent play from Stone Mortonson. It's only going to be a gain of maybe a half a yard. Maybe they say no gain on the play.
Yeah, good job by the Templars to string that one out. Make it go to the outside and then let your defensive back, Stone Mortonson, step up and get low and make a good tackle.
3rd down and 5. No gain for Morgan. Trojans do not kick field goals a lot. Just 6 attempts on the year for Carter Gorham.
Probably just don't need to.
That's what I think the big part of it. Roll out to the right, and this is going to get blown dead. And we'll see where this call comes in. The flag was thrown far side. And another false start.
False start against him, yeah.
That would be number 2 on the Trojans for this opening drive, able to overcome the first one. So now 3rd and 5 becomes 3rd down and 10. Ball at the 11, need to get it down inside the 1 for a first down.
Be huge for the Templars if you're able to hold Morgan out of the end zone right now.
They go trips far side, 2 receivers near side, an empty set for Cade Randall. Manti shows 4 linemen. Back to pass. Randall gets rid of it quickly. It is complete to the outside and thrown out of bounds, but this might be enough for a first down. George Thurston, this is going to depend on where they spot this. And they're going to put it right at, oh, this is going to be close.
So you got Cade Randall just recognizing where the soft coverage is and just getting the ball out quick and letting his athletes do things. He did that right there, George Thurston, and now they're going to go quick.
They give him the first down. 1st and goal from the 1. It's going to be a quarterback power up the right side, and no signal from the officials. Touchdown as Cade Randall takes it into the end zone for the touchdown, and Morgan opens up on top 6-0.
Yeah, you see Cade Randall just follow the running back right in front of him, Canyon Leonelli. Just follow his back as a lead blocker. Yeah, actually 2 lead blockers. You had George Thurston coming in motion there, and that just gave him just enough room to power that one in and get the first touchdown of the night.
Extra point now coming from the Trojans. Again, Carter Gorham, who's just only attempted 6 field goals. He's been dang good on PATs, though, just the junior. As Morgan's snap is a little low, but the hold's good, and the kick easily through for the extra point. So with 9 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in the opening quarter, it's Morgan 7, Manti 0 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Centricom Team Hive at KSLSports.com.
State Bank of Southern Utah is not just another bank. We are your neighbors, your friends, and your local financial partners, interested in building long-term relationships.
When you choose State Bank, you invest in our community. Your money stays here and is reinvested in friends and family, building Southern Utah.
Each one of our 17 branches is staffed and ready to serve you.
Come and experience the difference of true community banking at State Bank of Southern Utah.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back on in 7-0. Morgan strikes early, a 2 minutes and 52-second drive to open this one up. It was the big play to George Thurston, and then Morgan chipped away at it and found themselves in the end zone off the Cade Randall run. A little bit quarterback wedge type play. So now does Manti have the answer? And that's the big question here coming out of this.
So many times these last 3 years under Coach Fred Takiaho, they've given up, kind of somewhat of a deflating play. It's pretty early. It's not that deflating. And they'll answer. Manti will answer within a couple of plays. We'll see if they're able to here.
This is a beautiful kick. My goodness.
Yeah, that goes into the end zone. Manti's going to take it at the 20. A good example of that, first game of the year, Pineview. We're not even set up yet after that long rain delay and everything. First play of the game goes to Brock Harris down the left sideline, touchdown. Manti, 1 play back. Ty Pringle, 75 yards to answer back. That was a fun game to call.
Well, how many times over the last 3 years, especially, and you call almost every single Manti game, are they 1-2 play drives in this offense?
Oh, so many.
There's been a lot.
Yeah.
And right on cue, Templars go empty set here. Trips far side, 2 receivers to the near side for senior quarterback Carter Mason. Talapapa in motion, play fake. Carter throws high over the middle. Isaac Crowther makes a great snag, and it's a first down and then some for the Templars. Douglas Dentistry in charge of moving the sticks for Manti today, and as they always are, and love what Isaac Crowther's become.
Yeah, Isaac Crowther's a guy that doesn't get talked about as much as some of those guys, his stepbrother Stone Mortonson, for example, but he's a huge contributor and took a big hit there.
Held on to the ball, gets a first down back at the 38-yard line. Templars now an official. We got an injured Trojan down. Oh, that is not what you want to see. So many injuries. I believe that's Jake Hansen, number 27 for the Trojans.
I missed who hit Isaac Crowther, but is that who? Because Isaac is just kind of catching his breath there as well.
We had so many injuries in Cedar and Morgan, and are we going to get the telestrator out? Or Cedar and Juab? Are we getting the telestrator out? Let's see here on this replay.
It is.
It is. Yeah. You take, and maybe be a knee to knee is almost what that looks like there.
Yeah, both of those fellas both just 2 good football players right there. Isaac Crowther and Jake Hansen. You've heard the Hansen name up in Morgan for a long time on the basketball court and the football field. And Jake laid the lumber there, but he might have taken the worst of it.
Is that the point guard, Jake Hansen? It's been so long since basketball season. That's a little bit stretching it for.
I don't know. I don't know that.
I'm looking it up right now.
But yeah, those. Yeah, the handsome boys are good athletes up there in Morgan. That's for
without
sure.
question.
And he gets up and is able to walk off, just kind of stretching out that knee.
Knee to knee is almost, it's like getting the wind knocked out for your knee.
Yeah,
it hurts in the moment.
Just take a minute to get it feeling better. 18-yard gain there, and bring up first down for the Templars.
They go 2 to either side. Talapapa in the backfield. Play fake again for Carter Mason. Mason steps up. Is going to take the shot. He's got Stone. He's got 2 guys there. Stone makes the catch at the 30. He actually had Isaiah Wright all alone, but Stone Mortonson makes the catch and moves the sticks.
I think he might have gotten hit as he's throwing that. I think he might have been throwing that deeper. Let's see this. Tala Talapa with good help there. I'm not sure if that hand got in there on him, but they're going quick.
2 to either side for Mason. Carter takes the snap, back to pass on first down. Carter can become a runner. Pocket holding forever. Mason just gets rid of it and over to the outside. We saw a quote-unquote throwaway ball picked off in the earlier 3A game today as Mason throws that one side left.
Carter does a lot of things. He's kind of a magician in the backfield at times. He'll dance around. He makes guys miss. I don't know that Carter can be doing a lot of that against Morgan. I think you gotta be reading quick and getting that ball out of there. I don't know that you can dance a lot today in the backfield. But good decision by Carter to throw that one away that time.
And that is Morgan point guard Jake Hansen, by the way. So it's Coach Hunt holding his breath there. It's a bubble screen. Tunnel to Stone. Stone's got blockers. Left side gets to the 20. First down for Stone Mortonson as he's at the 18-yard line. Manti moving it in a hurry. First down and 10 in the red zone.
You talked about throwing to where the blitz is coming from, Tanner. Watch this. Manti, perfect play call by Coach Cam Shumway to call that bubble screen right there.
First and 10 Templars at the 19s where they're going to officially mark this. 2 receivers to the far side. Single receiver near side that gives to Tala. Left side run for Talapapa. Tries to get to that outside. Morgan just strung him out too well. A number of Trojans in there. 32 for the Trojans. That's Miles Sydenham with the tackle.
I think Jace Nye was in on that one as well. Yeah, Tala's one where you got to hang on to him. If you let go of him, he's going to break a couple more tackles. But great job by Nye to pull him down.
You know, talk about a guy that goes both ways. Tala Talapa might punish you more as a running back than he will as a linebacker, and that's really saying something. And now we got penalty markers in, likely going against the Templars here.
I don't know. I think that might have been offsides on that defensive end on the other side. It is.
Sure enough.
Yeah, so three penalties in this game, all against Morgan so far.
What does old Tanner Scott know? A 5-yard gain for the Templars, 2nd down and 8, so that's a big boost after the TFL. So Manti now huddles, I believe, for the first time since their opening offensive snap. I don't think they've huddled since. Maybe after the Jake Hansen injury, but and Jake is back out there by the way at safety. So good to see that. Coach Hunt's breathing a sigh of relief for his point guard there. 2nd down and 8, play fake for Carter. Mason steps up in the pocket, becomes a runner. Carter stutter steps, tripped up, falls forward at about the 15-yard line, and even further inside, might come at the 11-yard line for Carter Mason.
Again, Carter will shake a lot of guys in 3A on that one. I don't know if we're going to see that replay here, but he'll juke a lot of guys and get into the end zone on that play. He did it last week against North Sanpete. Good tackle there by Morgan, trying to get that number so we can get that name on the air. Yeah, good open field tackle by the Trojans.
So 3rd down and 4 for Manti. This is well within Tyler Steinfeld's field goal range, but
do you want to be kicking field goals against Morgan?
I don't think you do.
Yeah.
2 near side for the Templars. Single receiver far side for Mason on 3rd and 3. It's a give to Tala. Tala, patient run, fights forward and is going to get the first down. Initially, didn't look like that was going to open up, but a good patient run from the senior tailback.
Yeah, broke that one tackle. And I think that was Coach Cam Shumway saying right there, I want at least 2 on this so we can just run it again.
And Tala almost lost the ball there. My goodness, that was close. That. Yeah. And he had it pinned against is that your kidney over on that back side of your rib cage? Yeah. Boy, that was close to popping out. So 1st and goal Templars inside the 10 as they break the huddle here. 5:57 to go, opening quarter. Morgan marched down in a little under 3 minutes to score. Now Manti's got a chance to answer here in the red zone. Carter fires, end zone, one-on-one for Stone Mortonson, and he just overshoots it out of the back corner, incomplete.
Yeah, you could tell that one was going to be a little bit too high right from the start. You got no safeties out there. Manti spreading them out, doubles on right and left, so no safety back for Morgan. So it'll be interesting to see if one guy can beat his guy back to the middle. There will be no safety help over the top.
2nd down and goal from the 8 for the Templars. New play call comes in from Carter Mason, still 18 on the play clock. for Manti as they break the huddle. Templars go 2 near side, single to the far left, single tight end near side for Mason. It's a option read for Carter. He's going to cut back upfield, and Mason's maybe going to get a yard or 2. And that'll bring up 3rd down and goal from the 7.
Yeah, not much doing that time. Morgan read that one really well.
And that's, when you get in these situations where it's been a long, sustained drive, you talk about going both ways. That's going to be a big topic of this game.
Yeah.
Is Morgan that type of bend, don't break type type defense? Because they've looked tough the further Manti's gotten into the belly of the beast.
And I think if you're Manti here, you need to be inside the 5-yard line, or you take the 3. That's my opinion. I don't think you go for it unless you're inside the 5.
Templars will go trips far side, very far away on that strong side. Play fake for Carter. It's a tunnel screen, complete. Makes the catch, gets to the outside. Isaiah Wright turns the corner, dives for the pylon, and he is in for 6. Isaiah took the right angle and takes it in for the Templar touchdown.
Yeah, great move by Isaiah Wright. Athletic move on the outside to plant that right foot and cut back to the outside. That was designed to go inside. Good blocking down there. Ty Pringle and Isaac Crowther. Great block right there by Isaac Crowther to spring Isaiah Wright to dive for that pylon.
So the Templars answer, and now the PAT. Tyler Steinfeld's been a great addition this year, just a sophomore, I believe, in the kicking game. For Manti, the snap's good, hold good, kick is on its way, and it is through. So with 4:55 to go in the opening quarter, it's Morgan 7, Manti 7 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
This is more than just a job. It's a culture, and it's how we do things here. Since 1932, our values of teamwork, accountability, and quality have driven us. There's nothing more precious than a human life, and we all honor that responsibility. We are standing ready for when you need us, to serve you with our hearts, our minds, and our experience, and most of all, human connections.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
Templars find the Go Insurance end zone, serving all of Central Utah with auto, home, commercial, life, health, and Medicare policies. Call agents Dan, Greg, or Galen at 462-3333. Big answer, Greg.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that. Well, I'll let you call this kick, and then we'll go back to it.
I don't need to call the kick. It heads in for a touchback, and Morgan will have it 1st down and 10.
Yeah, I think that's smart. If Tyler Steinfeld's got that leg, kick it to the corner, kick it into the end zone, make Morgan go 80 yards if you're the Templars. But, yeah, we talked about Manti needing to answer, and it wasn't the big play, 2 plays all the way into the end zone type of answer that Manti does a lot of oftentimes.
10-play drive, is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah.
On your sheet?
Yep, it's actually the 11th, which one of them was a penalty, though.
Close.
So it really was 10 because the penalty doesn't count as a play. So.
1st down and 10 for the Trojans. Now what does Morgan have to answer? Are we in for a shootout here tonight in Cedar City? Cade Randall in shotgun, brings a man in motion. Back to pass on 1st down, pocket holds, throws it way high, and that's going to be incomplete. Intended for Brody Peterson, the wide receiver.
Good job by those DNs for the Templars, Nelson Everett and Mack Olson, to just crash down on Cade Randall as you see it here. Makes him break that pocket. There's nowhere for him to go outside. You keep him in that pocket, make him throw that one over. And good defensive secondary work as well.
Without question. 2 to either side, kind of a stacked set on either side for Cade Randall. He takes the snap, pocket holds, throws complete far side. That's Jack Hurd who gets to the outside and gets the 1st down. That's a name that's familiar amongst Morgan fans. Yeah. He's been doing it for a while there.
Yeah, and on that one, you just let the front receiver of that little stack run deep. Let the guy that's behind him take that little short 5 and out, and you run those defensive backs deep, and it's wide open.
Run up the gut for the Trojans. Manti snuffs that out. That's a great defensive play up front. Mack Olson able to bring down Canyon Leonelli. Over 400 yards for the tailback. Senior running back, Leonelli.
They were definitely running back by committee, weren't they?
A lot of guys.
Multiple guys over 100 yards rushing.
2nd down and 8 after the gain of 2 for Randall. Brings Thurston in motion, and Manti comes very close, and they are going to throw the flag.
But you had
the Morgan guy
running as well. So
is this false start number 3 on the Trojans? And that was Eli Mortonson that maybe gets called for the false start here. There's a flag on the far side as well, Greg. I don't know if that's just reactionary
Yeah, got to be
seeing guys move.
Got to be the same thing, sure. And I think they're going to mark that off against Manti. Huh? They say Manti went first.
And maybe that's where the near side guy probably saw Eli go and say this was a false start, and then that's what the conference was for. That's very close.
Yeah, that's you.
Almost
you don't see that very often go against the defense when the offensive man moves at the same time. But
second and short, Randall. Hand in his face, and it goes through the intended receiver, Brody Peterson. Brings up third down now.
Manti brought a blitz that time, and Cade Randall had to get it out quick. And those couple of times where he's been pressured, he's thrown it just a little bit high.
Tipped too, Greg.
Oh, it might have been, yeah. And looking back into the sun as well over on that side.
That sun was well in me and Cam Wright's face during the beginning of our call this morning. That has definitely changed as the day moves on. Third down and 4 for Morgan. Trips
Huge
near
third
side.
down here for both teams.
Templars show pressure.
No safeties high here.
Templars bring that pressure. It's high and incomplete off the hand of Jack Hurd. Carter Mason able to break it up. Morgan upset about this, but
he doesn't know it's incomplete. I mean, that's just bringing a guy down.
And at that point, it's a lot. You can do that. The ball's it's a live play.
After watching that replay, it might have been a little late.
It was a little. It was a little later than maybe we thought. Yeah.
Maybe they had a reason to say something there. For our Morgan fans watching, all right, you might have had a reason.
Fourth down and 3, and now we got a timeout. Manti sees something.
Yeah, I think Coach Takiyaho wanted a couple of guys back to return that punt, and Ty Pringle was up playing defense.
We'll take the timeout. Timeouts for Manti. Brought to you by Manti Family Dental. Discover the difference at Manti Family Dental. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. CentraCom Team Hive, KSLSports.com.
Looking for the perfect color for your next paint project? Hermanson's Hardware in Ephraim has your solution. With their state-of-the-art color matching equipment and over 350,000 colors, anything is possible. Bring Hermanson's any size sample or your favorite Pinterest pin and they can scan or match across all brands of paint. They've successfully matched paint colors from pillows, stucco, rock, paint cans, signs, plants, and more. Their high-quality finishes from Pratt & Lambert and Best Look will give you the professional results you're looking for. Don't put off those paint projects any longer. Drop by Hermanson's Hardware in Ephraim. It's how going to a hardware store should be.
Live high school sports action on CentraCom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Punt situation here for the Morgan Trojans. Manti forcing the punt as Morgan, close hit. This is a beautiful kick. Fair catch called for by Ty Pringle. Might have had some room to move for it, but calls the fair catch. Manti's got it at the 21.
So the Manti defense answers.
Sure.
Manti defense answers after their offense answers the original drive. Good defense there. Good timely blitzes there to put Cade Randall under a little bit of pressure. And then good defensive back play as well. You had your quarterback for the Templars playing safety back there. We talked about the depth of both teams, and you'll see Carter Mason out there on the defensive side as well.
So we got first down and 10 for Manti. 2 receivers to either side for Mason. Tala Talapa is the tailback. Color me shocked. Tala goes in motion. He's going to catch this screenplay. Has great blocking from his receivers, and Tala gets out of bounds after a good gain on first down. Give him 6.
You want to watch little things away from the ball sometimes. Watch 5 for Manti, Stone Mortonson. Watch 4 for Manti, Ty Pringle, block downfield. Ty Pringle had a decleater last week against North Sanpete.
Second down and 4 after the gain of 6 for Manti. They'll go trips far side, single near side for Mason. Carter takes the snap. It's a give to Tala. Big hole for Tala Talapa, but gets closed up quickly by the Morgan defense. Number 34 for the Trojans, William Pace. That Pace name is big up there in Morgan, and that's going to bring up third down and short. That was initially a big hole, Greg.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times this year I've seen Tala do that little hesitation and then hit the Jets just like that and then take it for 20-plus yards. That time, good job by the linebackers for Morgan to stop him.
Third down and 2. We talked about Morgan having a big third down. This is now a big third down for Manti's offense.
And Tala Talapa coming out of the game. I'll be keeping my eye on that to see if he's just maybe getting something wrapped or he's holding his arm. So, do we have a timeout call? Or? They're resetting the clock here, but I don't know what they're talking about out there.
Yeah, and this happened a couple times in Manti. I wonder if they're cracking down on some uniform procedures, that kind of thing. I don't know.
Oh, maybe that is why Tala's out. And you hate to see Tala go out on 3rd and 2.
The give up the middle for the Templars, and the push up the middle for, I believe, Spencer Robbins actually was the one who carried that.
Yeah, I was wrong. I saw Crowther out there, or was it Stetson Thompson? Yeah, it was Stetson Thompson, the sophomore.
I thought I saw a 7. It was a 3. It was Stetson Thompson, and boy, that hurts the Templars not having Tala Talapa out there, and it'll be 4th down. Punt coming for Manti.
Yeah, Spencer Robbins is a good player. Stetson Thompson's going to be a kid. You're going to hear his name a lot for the Templars in these next couple of years. He'll be the main back next year, I'm assuming, with Tala Talapa graduating.
A low snap. Wow. Templars get the punt away, and it's a great kick. Fielded at the 36 by Morgan. Trojans come up to this left side. Get to midfield. The spin out and force down. Brody Peterson goes down. As the punt, fortunate that was able to be getting away with it, kind of being a low snap, but Morgan's now got great field position.
That was an athletic play by the punter there, Spencer Robbins, to collect that off the ground and stay in his motion to kick. If he would have waited a half second longer, it might have got blocked. So a good play by him. Good return there by Morgan, though. Good blocking down the field.
1st down and 10 Trojans. First time they'll start a drive in Manti territory here this late afternoon. Trips to the far side, single receiver near side for Randall. Empty set 2 near side, should say. Randall back to pass on 1st down. Loads up, going to take a shot. Has a man. Mortonson just could not get to it. Just a slight throw ahead for the sophomore, Eli Mortonson. 2nd down coming up.
And he's a speedster. We didn't talk enough about him in the pregame show. We talked about him a little bit, but, man, the kid has some speed out there. 4 touchdowns against Richfield last week. Just overthrew him a little bit that time.
14 on the year.
Yeah, you can't let him get behind you if you're a Templar.
And again, just a sophomore. Morgan's going to go they see something with this empty set, Greg, as they go trips far side, 2 to the near side for Randall on 2nd down. Takes the snap, pump fakes with it, and is going to go down. It goes down as a sack for the Templar defense.
Kellen Lund was the first one in there for Manti from his defensive tackle position. You see him right there, number 78, nice spin off. Yeah, get his hand on it.
Mack finished it off.
Mack Olson to finish it off, you bet.
3rd down and 13, so an incompletion and then a sack. And give Manti's D-line some credit. They have made Randall uncomfortable.
Right.
In this first quarter. 3rd down and 13 for Randall. Empty set. Yet again, Templars bring 4. Randall, quick hitter over the middle, and it is dropped. 2 Templars combined to kind of break that up. If George Thurston hangs on to that, he's probably gone for 6.
Dropped might be a little harsh there, my friend Tanner.
Did I say dropped?
Look at the Templars.
I meant to give credit. Okay, yeah. No, Spencer Robbins, look at him grab on the arm like that. Wow.
Tala Talapa in there first. Spencer Robbins in there to break that one up. Otherwise, as you mentioned, George Thurston would have had his 2nd big play of the game and taken that for 6.
Yeah, dropped was not the correct term. That's what came out of my mouth. That's not what was going through my brain. So George did not drop it, and that will bring up 4th down. Morgan to punt. So big stop for Manti with Morgan having the good field position here.
Manti's got to watch for a fake here at midfield.
And this flag flies right at the snap. And that punt, boy, oh my goodness.
Oh, it goes into the end zone.
Oh my goodness. I'm thinking that's going to take a bounce out at the 5 and then takes a friendly Templar bounce into the end zone. Now, likely an illegal procedure here, an illegal formation. They might have had a gunner lined up off sides. Morgan.
Watch this. If you're watching here on Centricom Team Hive, watch this thing. It's going to go out of bounds. Nope. Takes the right-hand turn. And then pretty good coverage down there by Colby Kendall. Just it got away from him out in front. So I think if you're the Templars, I think you just tack this, right? You can tack it on.
I believe so.
Yeah. If I'm Manti, I'm not making him kick again.
No.
But I think Manti is going to. Let's see. Morgan thinks they're going to.
Well, if they called a false start, you have to kick it. They should have just blown it dead.
Well, illegal procedure, though.
That was the official call.
If you have somebody, if you don't have enough guys on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, so Manti's going to take the ball.
Yeah, that's what they should do at the 25.
Very much so.
Yeah, 25 net yards on that punt, absolutely.
1st and 10, Templars at the 25. They're going to go trips near side. Single receiver far side for Mason. Carter back to pass. Pocket holds well. Carter takes a shot. Stone Mortonson one-on-one, and then Stone has to become the defender. There's no flags thrown. I don't think they're going to say this was catchable. The Morgan sideline is beside themselves, but there is no flag. Stone had to turn into the defender there as Jake Halls was in coverage.
Just watching this one out here. Yeah, Stone went a different direction. Yeah, that was never going to be caught, but I can see why Morgan is upset about it.
There was contact. There was physical play. 2nd down and 10 for the Templar offense following the incompletion. So after both teams scored on their opening drives, defenses has ruled the rest of this quarter. Minute 30 to go in the opening period. Mason back to pass. Throws the tunnel screen. It's a little bit late getting there. Catch made by Stone. This is going to come back, though. There's a flag that's thrown. Likely going to be in the area of a hold or a block in the back.
And what's funny is I don't think this one is where Morgan thinks it was. There was a good block on the outside by the Templars, but you have Isaac Crowther a little bit further on the outside that they
where
call
they throw it.
I think this view is going to be a little too zoomed in to be able to see that. But anyway, the holding goes against the Templars. Oh, here you go. Yeah, right out here, 26 and 22.
You think Tala's was maybe a little more egregious, but where they threw it was right at Isaac.
And it's clear far away from the play.
So that'll bring up 2nd down and 15 for Manti's offense following the penalty. So again, both teams look great on opening drives. Morgan marches down, scores with ease. Manti a good sustained drive. Both came away with touchdowns, and since then, it's been all defense.
Defenses have ruled since then. They're going a little bit higher with that safety on both sides for Morgan here.
Mason on 2nd and 15. Throws soft spot of the zone. It's complete to Isaiah Wright, who had the touchdown catch, and he gets that 5 yards back to bring up 3rd and 10.
What I was going to say there, they went a little bit quicker than I was able to say it. If you're going to go high on that safety, will Manti take the underneath stuff that'll probably be available?
They do so there. So 3rd down and 10.
And smart for Morgan, say, okay, we'll give you 5 yards. You got 2nd and 15. We'll give you 5 yards twice, and you punt back to us. But
3rd down and 10 for the Templar offense as Ty Pringle not on the same page trying to communicate with the offense. Down to 10 seconds on the play clock now. As Manti goes trips near side, single receiver far side for Mason. 6 on the play clock. Carter brings Ty in motion. Takes the snap. It's a little high. Carter corrals it. Pocket collapses. Mason rolls out to his right. Becomes a runner. Carter tries to turn it back upfield and gets forced out of bounds at the 30-yard line and rolls over into the bench. Boy, hope to see Carter hop up, and he sure does, but it's a gain of 5 and going to be 4th down.
Might have been disastrous there, but Alex Lee, we'll shout out Alex Lee on the Morgan sideline, kind of softened his fall here as Carter goes off to the sideline over the bench.
Wasn't in the Gatorade cooler area either. Give Big 54 some credit there for Morgan softening the blow. 4th down coming up. Manti will now punt it away again. So all we've seen are punts after touchdowns early here. Robbins, the kick, it's blocked. Morgan gets a hand on it. Ball takes a friendly Manti bounce. It's picked up. Run back inside the 10 to the 5. Robbins able to bring him down from behind. I don't think they're going to call the horse. I don't think it was quite enough for a horse collar, but Morgan has got 1st and goal in the 5. 34 on the return for Morgan. That's William Pace.
Yeah, huge play. That was a good snap that time, just right up the middle for the Trojans, and I missed that number. Was
32-12. Chase Allen gave chase to the block punt, and then the return from the Trojans down to the 4-yard line. So while defense is ruled today, now a big special teams play.
Huge play there, yeah. Great job by Allen to get through there and block that one.
So Morgan will have 1st down and goal at the 3-yard line. 2 receivers near side, single receiver high for Randall. Cade takes the snap. It's a give up the middle, trying to follow that block to the outside, keeps the legs turning. Manti will prevent the touchdown from happening for Leonelli. Still a gain of a yard, 2nd and goal from the 2. Tried to go up the gut and then bounce off tackle, but Manti had a slew of guys there. Spencer Robbins was just waiting for him. And now, do we have the end of the quarter? We sure do. After 1 quarter of play, it's Manti and Morgan tied at 7 on our CO Building System scoreboard. 2nd quarter action next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Centricom Team Hive at KSLSports.com.
Ebenezer, you have yet a chance to escape my fate. Am I destined to end up in chains like you, Jacob? Worse. Without triple rewards, but you can still change your destiny with a Mountain America Rewards credit card.
With a Mountain America Rewards credit card, earn 3 times the points on every dollar.
We've got we had a little hiccup there, but came at a good time. Didn't miss any action, and it'll be 2nd and goal for Morgan here. Randall in shotgun, the give up the middle, and the Templars not able to stop as the ball goes into the end zone. Canyon Leonelli in for 6 for the Trojans. Was that Canyon?
That was a tough one. That was a tricky little play there. Yeah, no.
And see, the way the Morgan
lineman,
drove it back, I thought that was where the tackle was happening for a moment.
Me too.
Leonelli finds the end zone for the Trojans. So after a lull, after we got tied at 7, the big block punt. And that was special teams has been a factor in this series over the last couple of years in the semi. Manti with a block punt for a touchdown last year. Now Morgan gets the block punt. And while they didn't run that directly back for a touchdown, they scored 2 plays later. Extra point on the way for the Trojans. Snap is good, hold good, kick on its way, and it is through. So with 11:55 to go in quarter number 2, it is Morgan 14, Manti 7 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
Ebenezer, you have yet a chance to escape my fate. Am I destined to end up in chains like you, Jacob? Worse. Without triple rewards, but you can still change your destiny with a Mountain America Rewards credit card.
With a Mountain America Rewards credit card, earn 3 times the points on every dollar spent until the stroke of midnight on December 31st.
Triple rewards are better than I thought. CF Moto is just the latest addition to the Jorgensen's Power Sports lineup. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side or a quad, CF Moto has what you need and at ultra-competitive prices. So stop by today and see what all the hype is about. Located at 980 South Covey Road in beautiful Richfield, Utah, or find them online at jhsport.com. And as always, you can text or call Jorgensen's Power Sports at 435-896-6408.
Welcome back on in. Scoreboard this late afternoon, brought to you by CO Building Systems, roof and wall panels, and all the trimming. Morgan now with a 14-7 lead. This booming kick heads in for a touchback. Manti will have first down and 10 to start the new drive. Big drive here for Manti, Greg. Both teams kind of were stalling out, and then a big special teams play has injected some life back into the Trojans.
2 straight touchdowns, 1 for each team on the first 2 drives. Then you had 4 straight punts. That last one blocked there by Morgan to give them a short field, as short a field as you can get almost from the 3-yard line there. And Canyon Leonelli takes it in from 1 yard. Yeah, Manti needs to answer here. Got 80 yards in front of him.
2 near side, single receiver far side for Carter Mason. Tala Talapa at his hip back in the game. Going to go with a counter play right side. Ty Pringle gets some space to the outside. Ty turns the wheels on, heads for the sideline, still on his feet. First down, 40-yard line for Ty Pringle, and he gets the Templar first down, brought to you by Douglas Dentistry.
Ty had one of those last week, just like that. He had 26 yards on a play just like that. They just kind of toss it forward. He comes on that. It's almost like a reverse coming from the other way, but they toss it forward, so it's considered a pass.
2 receivers near side, single far side for the Templar offense. Mason give up the gut. Tala Talapa tries to keep the legs moving forward and gets a good gain. Shout out to Jordan Hilton, just delivering us some waters here during that brief break. Second down and 8 after the gain of 2 for Tala. Manti with a light huddle here. We'll go single set in the backfield, 2 to either side for Mason. Takes the snap, Carter. Pocket holds well. Throws over the middle, complete. Stone Mortonson makes the catch, has another Douglas Dentistry first down to the Morgan 44-yard line as the Templars move the sticks yet again.
Yeah, 12-yard pass there on second down. That's another one of those plays where against a lot of teams in 3A, that goes for a lot of yardage, but good defensive back play.
First down for Carter, rolls to his right, throws the tunnel. It's complete to Ty Pringle. Ty falls forward, good gain on first down. It's a gain of 6. On first and 10.
Yeah, Ty just decides to just cross, just falls into that kind of soft spot in the zone, and then Carter Mason rolling out finds him. Not a big gain, but not, decent on first down. I don't think that's where the ball was supposed to go.
Right,
but a good check down
that's
there
second,
by Carter.
Third look, right? Yeah. Second and 5 for Manti. 2 to either side for Mason. Carter goes hard count, gets a new call in from the sideline. 2 receivers near, 2 to the far side. Talapapa at the right hip of Carter. Mason takes the snap. Pocket holding. Carter takes off to the right side. Throws it across his body. Isaac Crowther's got it at the 25. Spins forward to the 21-yard line. That is normally a no-no, throwing back across your body like that. But when your guy's that open, Carter Mason making it look easy.
Manti had multiple guys open that time. Carter had a guy open here on the left side. I think it was Isaiah Wright over on this left side, and just
that wasn't as back across his body as
Yeah.
I made it sound. So 2 to either side for Mason. Carter back to pass again. Pocket holding. Carter dancing, rolls to his left, trying to direct some traffic. Heaves it towards the end zone. Isaiah Wright makes the catch,
but he's out of bounds. Wow, that's still. I know that's going to go down as an incomplete pass there, but that's almost a highlight right there.
I mean, Carter put it where only the receiver could get it. It was just a little far.
Oh, and he's just trying to drag that thing. What an athletic play by Isaiah Wright to even just bring that one in. You're going max protect if you're the Templars, and that line, we talked in the pregame show, will Manti's offensive line be able to handle that Morgan defensive line? They're doing a pretty good job so far. And you're keeping Tala Talapa back there to help max protect, but doing a pretty good job.
2nd down and 10. It's a tunnel shovel up the middle, complete. Isaac Crowther takes it forward, a gain of 9 on 2nd and 10. And that's a play you mentioned. Manti ran that a lot the last couple of years. Teams have maybe started to scout it a little bit better. Ran really well right there.
Out of a different formation this time, the play action that time.
Because usually the tunnel screen is to Tala Talapa. So now the give to Tala. He's tripped up, though. Going to be no gain on the play. And now, I believe Everett Nelson hobbled a little bit.
Nelson Everett
hobbled up a little bit.
Yeah, you don't see Tala Talapa go down that easy very often. That time just kind of tripped over his own man.
4th down and a yard.
Oh, yeah, just stepped on Nelson Everett's foot right there. And actually, he would have had enough for a 1st down there.
Templars go 2. This is kind of a more jumbo package, an extra tight end now.
You'll see Manti sometimes. Carter Mason will run up and go under center.
Takes the snap. Give Talapapa a huge hole up the middle. Tala's got the 1st down, and then some to the 5-yard line.
Great blocking on that right side. You saw Hudson Crane come in that more jumbo type of package. Hudson's not jumbo by any means, but just that extra tight end. Yeah. And Tala Talapa takes it with a head of steam and gets plenty for the 1st down. 7 yards on 4th and 1.
Templar 1st downs brought to you by Douglas Dentistry with in-house financing. Show off that smile at 258-9001. We're going to get a timeout by Morgan. We'll take it on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
State Bank of Southern Utah is not just another bank. We are your neighbors, your friends, and your local financial partners, interested in building long-term relationships.
When you choose State Bank, you invest in our community. Your money stays here and is reinvested in friends and family, building Southern Utah.
Each one of our 17 branches is staffed and ready to serve you.
Come and experience the difference of true community banking at State Bank of Southern Utah.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back on in. We've got a 1st and goal for Manti at the 5. Morgan spends their 1st timeout, so both teams have taken 1 timeout here in the opening half. Templars go 2 far side, single receiver near side. Crowther in that tight end spot far side. The give is to Tala up the gut, drags a defender with him, gets about half of what he needs to get into the end zone. Give him 2. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 3.
Man, Tala's met by 3 guys, and he just drags them there. God, that right there shows the strength of Tala Talapa.
Against other opponents, that's 6, but
yeah, right.
I mean, that's how complimentary we've been of Morgan.
Multiple times we've said that in different plays. That Morgan defense is so strong.
2 receivers far side now. They bring in that extra tight end Crane on the left side. Now motion the tight ends from left to right. Mason on 2nd and goal. Handoff Tala. Hits that outside. Dives for the end zone and is in for 6. Tala Talapa finds the Go Insurance end zone. Templars a PAT away from tying it at 14.
Right there, that's Tala Talapa recognizing the play where it's supposed to go right off guard was not open. So he's going to take it off tackle and sees some green grass and gets it in, reaches that ball out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Extra point coming here for Tyler Steinfeld. Who again has done an excellent job. Oh, something about finding soccer players. North Sanpete sure found that these last few years in their kicking game, as Steinfeld's extra point is no good. So the Templars miss the PAT. Announcer jinxes aren't real. We're putting that out there. Morgan leads at 14-13 on the CO Building System scoreboard. 7:40 to go in the 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Doesn't that sound relaxing? At Risk Managers, we want to help you always feel that relaxed. So when you hear this, or this, or this, you know that you're protected. Peace of mind insurance solutions for individuals and businesses so that you can always sit back and enjoy your drink.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
So the missed PAT, we'll see how large that looms later on. But Manti answers. It's a 1-point game now. Steinfeld, low kick here, takes a hop, fielded right at the 1-yard line. Morgan able to run this out, and they'll head upfield. A flag comes flying in as they get past the 26. Kind of thrown in the area of a hold, so Morgan may be backed up a little bit here, Greg.
Yeah, usually on these kick returns, it's either a holding, a block in the back, or possibly like a face mask on the tackle. Those are usually the things that you see there.
That is as close as you can get to a return, because you could have just could he have just taken a knee right there? I mean, his body was in the end of the ball, never crossed, but his legs were in the end zone, so
I don't see Morgan being the type of team that's going to let it just roll into the end zone very often if they have a chance to make a play.
Those
guys want to play football.
Jack Hurd back there. Yeah. So the penalty will mark it back at the 15-yard line. Morgan's got 85 yards to go to start this drive. And Morgan, the last couple drives, have had better field position, and they haven't gone anywhere with it. Now you had 1st and goal at the 3.
That's a
little different, yeah. But Manti's defense has been much better when Morgan's had a long ways to go. So imagine that. 1st down and 10, back to pass. Randall throws. Has a man open, just overthrows his man, Jack Hurd. Off that edge, Mack Olson kind of forced maybe that throw to come out a little quicker than it needed to.
Yeah, those defensive ends for the Templars, they've been doing good things, putting Cade Randall under a little bit of pressure. And you said Mack Olson, did he get his hand on that one even maybe? Either that or it just came out a little wobbly out of Cade Randall's hands.
2nd down and 10 from the 15. Morgan goes trips near side. Single receiver to the far side. Manti showing some pressure. They back off a little bit, but now it comes in. The screen play to the outside. Tala Talapa reading it like a novel as he brought down Canyon Leonelli out of the backfield. The Templars read the screen beautifully. Especially Tala.
Yeah, Tala Talapa was one of those showing that blitz up the middle, and he's able to recover and get to the outside, split the offensive line blockers, and then help up Canyon Leonelli and pat him on the head.
3rd down and 12 now for the Trojans. Trips near side, single receiver far side. That's a big 3rd down. Manti again shows pressure at the line. Elect to bring 5. Randall floats, has a man, and it's just overthrown, and now a flag's going to come flying in here, as Eli Mortonson was the man in coverage. Ty Pringle asking for an explanation.
So a holding would not be a 1st down. Defensive holding. A defensive pass interference would be.
So this will be interesting. I don't think he was interfered with. I would guess this is in the area of a defensive hold, and that's what the FAR official is signaling. So as mentioned, that's just 10 yards. Not a lot of automatic 1st downs. It's still 3rd down for Morgan. I should say not a lot of automatic 1st downs in the high school rules. You bailed me out on a broadcast this year, and now I'll never forget because it's just roughing.
That's a Rick Robinson that's told me in the past. The only automatic 1st downs in high school as a defensive penalty is a roughing. Yeah.
So now 3rd and much more manageable for Morgan. Doesn't give him the 1st down, but makes this an easier 3rd. 3rd down and 3. Man comes in motion. And now a new play call comes in for the Trojans.
Yeah, probably just seeing if they're zone or man. If somebody runs with that guy, they're in man defense.
Snap to Randall. Quick hitter to the outside, has a man open. Tries to get to that edge and will do so for the 1st down. Heading out of bounds, that is George Thurston. Made one guy miss, and that was just enough to move the sticks and then some out to the 30-yard line.
Boy, Manti read that really well. Just can't make a play. Just got to go out there and get low and make a tackle, and George Thurston does a good job to run through really 2 tackles.
1st and 10 Trojans at the 30-yard line. They'll go 2 to either side. So it was 3rd down and long, a holding penalty. Morgan cashes in on it the next play. Back to pass Randall. Quick hitter to the outside, complete with a hand in his face. Jack Hurd makes the snag. It's a gain of 5, make it 6 yards on first down.
2 straight plays that went for completions that Mack Olson just about knocked it down. Watch 56 out there on the end. 2 of those. That would have been 3 plays where he knocked down a pass on this drive. He got one on the very first play and then just missed 2 more.
Mack's obviously been very good his whole time at Manti. I don't think I've ever seen his first step this quick as I've seen it here tonight.
He's looking good today.
Roll to the left, the fire, complete to the receiver. First down, out into Templar territory. The catch and run from Brody Peterson as he makes it to the 44-yard line for Morgan. That's another first down for the Trojans.
And that's another one here. If you watch this replay, Mack Olson gets that big paw up here, gets in there, just not able to knock that one down. And good pitch and catch there for the Trojans.
2 to either side now for Cade Randall. Manti shows blitz. Gets rid of it quickly, complete to Thurston. Thurston breaks 1 tackle. Carter Mason, a touchdown-saving tackle there. But down inside the 30, Morgan with a gain of 15, moves the sticks. Another first down, and they're moving it in a hurry now.
3rd time we've talked about it in this game. You throw to where that blitz is coming from, and it's worked for Morgan.
Trojans going a little bit no huddle. Manti seems a little bit off-keltered here, but Morgan goes run. Manti sniffs it out well. Nelson Everett able to bring Leonelli down. And that's going to be a gain of, 2 yards, 1.5 yards maybe?
Yeah, Nelson just gets off that block there from his defensive end, scrapes down the line, and makes the play.
2nd down and 8 for Morgan. Trips far side, single near side for Randall. Cade back to pass. Pocket holds, takes a shot high, and that's incomplete, and that's going to be an easy pass interference call as Isaiah Wright just tackled the receiver, Brody Peterson, and he's slow to get up.
Yeah, just got there just a little bit early there. If you watch this replay, would have been a nice play if Isaiah, you're just a split second later.
Yeah.
Oh, that's close.
It's closer than I thought.
Close, boy.
And I think the aggression of it probably helped in the call, but there is an injured Trojan out on the field, and he's now up. Brody Peterson will head to the sideline.
Yeah, I would love to see that replay again. You got Nelson Everett down on the field as well.
Nelson has meant so much to this team. We talked, that was the big question for Manti this year, was who was going to replace Lincoln Alder. Now, no one's going to replace that many sacks in production. Nelson's had a spectacular season for Manti. I hate to see him down. As we're going to take a break. We'll take the injury timeout. Timeouts today are made possible by Manti Family Dental. Visit Rich Carlisle at Manti Family Dental for all your dental needs. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
Welcome back on in as Nelson Everett able to get off the field under his own power. So 1st and 10 Trojans following the penalty inside the 15. Back to pass Randall. Pocket holding Randall, checking, rolls out to his left, becomes a runner now to the outside, and Randall just heads out of bounds. We'll see where does he end up out of bounds, Greg? I couldn't quite tell on that angle.
I think it's going to be about the 11-yard line or so.
Gain of 3 on first down. Good coverage from Manti. He looked at every single option he had out there and just decided smart play to run and run out of bounds at that. 2nd and 7 for Morgan. 5:27 to go before halftime. We'll have our Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show coming up. Single coverage high on an island. Randall back to pass. Pump fakes, pocket collapsing. Randall rolls to his left, rolling, fires at the last second just out of bounds. So the Templars again doing a nice job in coverage, tight down in the red zone.
You called it. Before that play even happened, you said single coverage out there, Ty Pringle on Eli Mortonson, and they were looking at Eli, and Ty was right with him step for step. So Cade Randall had to come back to the right side.
Little Revis Island action going on out there.
Yeah.
3rd down and 7 for Morgan. And now this gets interesting for the Trojans. Haven't really had to kick a lot of field goals this year. The long for Carter Gorham, just 27 yards. So I don't even know that. I think you'd be kicking even further than that, depending on where the snap is here. Randall on third down. Pocket holds, throws a dart high. It's caught. Peterson into the end zone, threading a needle. And after getting injured, Brody Peterson comes back and takes it in for 6.
Wow, what a play by Brody Peterson there, and what a dart by Cade Randall. Look how hard he had to throw this when you had a couple of defenders there for the Templars. Pretty good defense for Manti, and Peterson just able to haul that one in.
So now Morgan with the PAT will make this an 8-point game following Manti missing their PAT earlier in the quarter. 5:11 to go before halftime on our CO Building System scoreboard. Coming up at halftime, we'll get you a Barclay Mechanical score update. Some good college hoops tonight. Not a lot of other football other than the games that have happened earlier today. PAT on the way, and it is through for the extra point. Morgan 21, Manti 13, 5:11 to go in the second quarter on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Centricom Team Hive and KSLSports.com.
From sales to service and repair, we do it all. We're Skyline Motorsports. We service and repair all makes and models with the best mechanics in the valley. We'll fix you up and get you back on your way at an honest, fair price. Doesn't matter if it's your side-by-side, ATV, street bike, dirt bike, snowmobile, or your everyday yard work machines. Check out SkylineMotorsports.com. Then come see us on Highway 89, 1 mile south of Fairview. Give us a call at 427-3900. Skyline Motorsports.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back on in. Trojans 21, Manti 13 as Morgan marches down and put together a solid drive across the board. What if you mentioned it, the dart from Cade Randall on that throw. That was a bullet.
Yeah, right in between two Manti defenders. And he had to wait that extra second. He had one of the Manti linebackers, Isaac Crowther, kind of peel off there and step into that passing lane. If he would have thrown it just on a little one-step drop when he wanted to, it would have been right at Isaac Crowther. He just waited that half second longer, which made Brody Peterson come open.
Touchback on the kickoff for the Trojans. Manti will have first down and 10 out at the 20. As it's kind of been a weird game, Greg, in the sense that there's been ebbs and flows, right? The way both these teams came out, scored on their opening drives. Defense ruled the day for a minute. Morgan gets a special teams gift, and now both teams, again, have had good sustained drives. The problem for Manti, they find themselves behind at this juncture with a missed extra point. So a long one-possession game.
Yeah, you need that long, well, it doesn't need to be a long sustained drive here. You need a drive into the end zone, though. You don't want to let Morgan pull away. If you go 3 and out here, punt to them with about 3 minutes left or so, if they put another one on, that could be a problem if you're the Templars.
Handoff, Tala Talapa hits that hole hard, but is only going to get maybe a half yard on first down and 10. You talk about guys going both ways. We've had a back-to-back long sustained drives from both teams. So now does that start to play a factor here down the stretch of the second quarter?
Yeah, Noah Birkland, good job there for the Morgan Trojans to fill that gap from his linebacker position and wrap up Talapapa.
Birkland, a big name up in Morgan. 2 to the right, play action for Carter Mason. Carter going to take a shot deep. Can Stone Mortonson get there? No one can get there as that's overthrown. Now you got third down and 9, Greg. Like you said, a quick 3 and out would not be what this Templar offense needs.
Yeah,
and the whole team as a whole.
Need to move the sticks here. Need to work your way down the field. Try and get on the board here. At least don't give Morgan the ball back with a bunch of time.
Manti does get the ball to start the second half, so best case scenario, you go down and score, leave Morgan little time, get the ball to start the second half. For some reason, Cam Wright and I got confused in the first half because Joab's first 3 and out was so quick. We kept saying Joab was going to get the ball to start the second half and then realized very quickly, no, that is not the case, and it was Cedar. So 2 to either side for Carter Mason. Talapapa, the tailback, takes the snap. It's a tunnel screen, complete Stone Mortonson, cuts back upfield and gets tackled. Normally you see, Greg, the way those plays go for Manti, it's 10-plus yards. That's only 3 for Stone Mortonson, so 4th down and 6 now. Manti's going to have to punt this away.
Yeah, force another punt for the Templars. Let's see this. He's got some blocking out there, and good job by what I think that was 35. You're going to say
35 or 85.
Okay, if it was 85, it was Noah Birkland,
and that makes
just
sense.
like it was before.
Leading tackler for Morgan as Manti's got a sub in late here. 12 on the play clock. Their last punt was blocked. This is a low snap again. Robbins gives it a boot, and it takes a friendly Templar bounce. Really fortunate there as it's going to wind down inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line. So fortunate on the bad snap And give Spencer Robbins credit for getting it away. It was low and then took a big bounce on the turf. But Morgan does have the ball back, up 8 with 3:41 to go in the opening half.
Kind of a knuckleball kick there. Kind of just hit the wind and floated around up there. Didn't rotate very much, but took that big Manti bounce to give him an extra 10, 12 yards or so.
A little pitching wedge type punt.
Yeah.
As, first and 10 Trojans at the 32 is where they're officially going to mark it. So this is a big drive for both teams. If you're Morgan and you can go into halftime up 2 scores, have that cushion of protection, would be massive. Randall back to pass on first down. Gets it out to Leonelli right side. Gets hit out of bounds by Tala Talapa. Mack Olson got there in a hurry again, but it was a design screen and a gain of 8 from Leonelli.
Yeah, they left Mack Olson unblocked that time because of the screen, but boy, he still got a shot in on Cade Randall. He was in there that quick. But a good play there, 8-yard gain on first down.
Second down and 2 for Morgan. They'll go trips far side, single receiver again near side here for Cade Randall with Leonelli in the backfield. Randall takes the snap. It's a give up the gut for Leonelli. Fights forward, and he'll have just enough to move the sticks. Morgan's got a first down. Game clock at 3:30 to go before halftime. Tala Talapa, Nelson Everett both in there on the tackle for Manti.
Good to see Nelson Everett back after that chop block earlier that wasn't called.
First down and 10, 2 to either side for Randall. Takes the snap. Quick hitter to the outside, complete, and an excellent open field tackle. Oh, but Isaiah Wright is down, to say the least. There on the sideline, led with his shoulder. It's a gain of 7 yards. Isaiah's able to get up, but he's probably going to have to sub out here, at least for one play. See on this replay, Mack nearly got another one there, Greg.
Every one, his hands are right up there. Yeah, I'm wondering if that's his shoulder there.
I would think so.
Yeah. But gets it into Manti territory down at the 49-yard line, 2nd and 3.
Trojans go trips far side, 2 receivers near side for Cade Randall. Empty set for Cade. Takes the snap. Manti brings 4. Randall loads up. Has a man. It's Peterson, and it's through his hands. Just led him maybe a split second. As Ethan Summers, who got a lot of reps when Ty Pringle was out, and now Isaiah Wright comes right back in.
Just a half a step too far right there. Braden Peterson just about pulled that one in, too.
Third down and 3. Big
Brody
third down.
Peterson, excuse me, I said Braden.
Trips far side, 2 near side, empty set again for Randall. Cade takes the snap, batted, and it's caught by Randall, but he cannot throw it again, so this is going to be a penalty. It's incomplete either way. The ball was batted. Mack Olson finally got one.
He just about got the repass as well. Boy, Mack Olson getting those big paws up there.
And that should count as a reception to Cade Randall.
Yeah.
But then he threw it again. So I don't know that I've ever seen a quarterback throw it again after it's batted back to him. But it's illegal either way.
Just about got it again.
So what is the call on that? Illegal forward pass?
I ain't Rick Robinson. I don't know.
Text us, Rick. And there you go. Illegal forward pass.
Okay.
That's what they call.
Hey, look at that.
That's all I could think it could be.
Yeah.
I'm not a rule savant like some of our other Mid-Utah radioans, but that brings up the penalty happens after, so that's 4th and long. Now that's huge for Morgan because they might have been in a position to smell blood, go for it. Now the punt team comes out.
Yeah, so a 5-yard penalty brings up 4th and 9. Yeah, like you said, they may have went for that one.
Watch the fake here if you're Manti.
Yeah, the Manti's still putting 2 guys back, though, Isaiah Wright and Ty Pringle. Aggressive.
Good snap, a little bit lower of a kick, and now chance for a return here for Isaiah Wright. Tries to hit that sideline. Isaiah will get to the 25, out of bounds at about the 31, and then a flag comes in. Was there a face mask on this? I don't think it was a late hit, Greg. But this is going to be interesting to see what they end up calling because Morgan fans don't like it. We can hear it up in our booth.
Yeah, if it's a late hit, I could see why they would be a little bit upset because I don't know that it was that late. But if it's a face mask, maybe we missed that. But we're just watching this white hat to see. Late hit out of bounds. Okay, I'd like to see that replay. Yeah, see. Oh, my favorite call from the stands here. Call it both ways. That's my favorite. Okay, here we go. Isaiah, great great play here. Yeah, no face mask.
It's if you want to go by textbook in the rule book, Isaiah still's thinking he's a live player, though, so I get where the frustration comes from. Carter on the screen pass. It's high. It bounces off a Morgan helmet. Or was that a Manti helmet? It hit a helmet either way, and it's incomplete. Morgan read that really, really well. Second down. See on this. It hit the back of a Manti offensive line. I think that hit Nelson Everett's back. Or no, that's, for the Templars, number 58. Russell Squire, that hit his back. So Templars go 2 to either side here for Mason. 2:17 to go before halftime. Carter, pocket holds, throws a dart over the middle, complete. First down, out to the 40-yard line. Stone Mortonson moves the sticks for Manti into Morgan territory.
And boy, we didn't think Manti would even be able to get the ball back. Good job by their defense to get this ball back and maybe put one on before the half. And like you mentioned, get the ball back to start the second.
Trips far side, single near side for Carter Mason. Takes the snap, play action. Carter, pump fakes with it. Now gets rid of the tunnel screen. It's complete. Stone brought down, though, only going to gain 2 yards on the play. Maybe even just 1 yard, depending on where they spot this. Second down.
Yeah, just not a lot of room to dance on that. A lot of times on those nice little pump fake there by Carter Mason to bring that one back in. That one would have been knocked down at the line of scrimmage, but not a lot of room to pump, to juke and jive out there for the Templars when they catch those screen passes.
Trips near side for Mason, single far. Play fake, Carter throws in that soft spot. Crowther kind of tries to do that comeback. He'll get hit, but a good gain from Crowther will bring up third, and we'll call it 4.
I like the quick hitting plays by the Templars, so don't let that Morgan defensive line get back to your quarterback. Take those 4 or 5 yards, bring up 3rd and 4.
Third down and 4 for the Templars. They'll go 2 trips far side, single near side. Tala Talapa the back for Carter Mason. Carter brings Pringle in motion. It's a give to Ty. Ty turns that corner, lowers the shoulder. It's not going to be enough for a first down. A flag comes in here very late. And the way that was there, normally you think hold, but the way it was the official kind of waited till the end of the play, it is a hold against Manti. So do you take the 4th down or do you take the yards?
I don't know. If I'm Morgan, I may just decline that one. Nope, they're going to push him back. They want that extra 10 yards.
So that'll bring up 3rd down and 14 now for Manti. Following the hold. So Manti still got 2 down. I think that they were going to go for it on that 4th down either way, Greg, here with 50 seconds left. Now we'll see what happens here on 3rd down.
Puts it back at the 44-yard line. Play gets marked off from the line of scrimmage.
Right. 2 to either side for Mason. Single back is Talapapa. Carter takes the snap. Morgan brings blitz. Carter rolls to his right. Throws complete in the flat to Crowther. Isaac cuts back upfield and will get back to just about, it'll be 4th and 5 now. A gain of 9 for Crowther.
Manti has 2 timeouts left. Clock running 30 seconds. If you're Manti, do you want to call it? If I'm Manti, I think I want to call the timeout here. This far down, I know you don't, now they're going to.
And that's what the players are kind of arguing here. We need to make a decision, and Manti does take the timeout. Manti Family Dental timeout. We'll take it and be right back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West. Specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly, Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time at 685 East Main Street. Call today at 800-261-1026. That's 800-261-1026. Or go to sanpetesteel.com.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
4th down and 5, 21-13. Morgan with an 8-point lead. Manti, 21 seconds, 1 timeout left for the Templars. Trips near side, snap to Mason. Carter pumps. Carter going for it all. Has got Stone there. Stone was thrown off his route, and he's going to get the penalty.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they called against Manti earlier. I mean, it's the exact same play that they called against Manti earlier. Not the pass interference down here, but that holding that they called against Manti on this far side of the field earlier. while the receiver is in his route and you slow him up. Yeah.
And that is enough for a first down. And they gave pass interference on this. This wasn't just a hold.
Ball was in the air, okay.
Or maybe it was a hold. Maybe they do give him 10. Did they give him 10 or did they give him 15?
That was 15.
That was 15, okay. There's that Utah Heritage Credit Union math.
Down to the 20.
Been waiting for it all afternoon. I guess it's night now after 5. So
with one timeout left and 15 seconds, Manti's they can do anything they want over the middle with that one timeout left. But you got to be going to the end zone soon.
1st and 10, trips right side for Mason. Carter, single back at his hip, takes the snap. Morgan brings 5. Carter throws a dart. Stone's there. One-handed snap! Baby! Stone Mortonson! Stone cold! Odell who?
Oh, what a grab by Stone Mortonson. I can't wait to see this replay here. He didn't even need to bring that second hand up. Look at this. Tala Talapa picks up the blitz. Stone Mortonson stick him on those hands and pulls it in. Doesn't even bring that left hand in to secure it, just tucks it. Touchdown, Templars.
There's still a lot of football to be played across the whole state the next few days, but if that... KSL Sports, I'm throwing this out there right. This is on KSL Sports. If that's for sure top 5, if that's not number 1, come Monday, something pretty miraculous will have had to happen in another game. My goodness, what a snag. Templars will go for the tie and go for 2. Mason. Option, reverse right side, Ty Pringle. Can Ty get to the edge? He dives and he gets in. The muscle on the legs from Ty Pringle, opening the can and tying the game at 21.
Ty Pringle did that one by himself. You bring the reverse around the outside, and Ty just athletic. Look at this. He gets hit here at the 5. He gets hit here at the 3. He gets hit there at the 2, the 1, and drags the Trojan defender into the end zone.
If you're a Manti fan, that half could not have ended any. I mean, there's 9 seconds. Maybe Morgan does pull something out of a hat here, but my goodness, what an end of the half for Manti, and they will get the football to start the second half. My goodness.
Wow.
That was one of the more impressive 2-point conversions I've seen, and yet that was nothing compared to the Stone one-handed snag. My goodness.
Wow.
Templars find the Go Insurance end zone, and maybe the most exciting way they've had this year, and they found it a lot this year. They serve all of Central Utah. Give them a call at 462-3333. Steinfeld with a little squib. Takes a bounce at the 23-yard line. Morgan going to try and run this over on the right side. They get some blockers. Can Manti seal the edge? And they do with 1 second. So now, are they going to say there's 0? The Morgan coaches are pleading for 1 second. The Morgan fans are about ready to lose it if there's not 1 second. Manti's saying, nope, we're going to the locker room.
Coach Fred Takiaho is running his guys off.
Fred saying, let's go. And I like that from Coach Takiaho. There's a conversation being had, though.
Well, you can't just have the conversation because people are booing. If the officials are watching it and they see it, then hurry up and stand it here and call it.
Yeah, I think this is Fred saying, let's go. Let's get everyone in the locker room.
I mean, there's no time on the clock unless an official on the field is keeping it.
Sure.
We're just listening here.
You and I you've known Fred a long time. I've known Fred a long time. You've known Fred a longer time. That might be my all-time favorite Fred Takiaho moment.
Yeah, and there's no announcement from the officials or anything. They say it's zeros on the clock. And that's what it's going to be. A nice return here. Good job by Griffin Cox, number 15 for the Templars, to come all the way across the field here and drive the Morgan returner out of bounds. Who is it? Do we got 22? Is that who it is? Jake Halls? I'm trying to. Yeah. And there's no clock up on the screen here.
No.
Whatever it is, yeah, that's the way the half is going to end.
Templar, by the way, this is going to be there were a lot of Manti players chatting with this Morgan fan base heading into the locker room. That is going to.
Well, both sides. Don't talk to the players. Don't talk to the fans.
Oh, for sure. I mean that's
kind of funny though.
I thought it was, and that's all I'm getting at is it's led the way how dramatic this first half ended. It added to the flair of what was already a dramatic ending. So we're at a halftime. The halftime clock's running. Let's take the break. Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show coming up next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
My name is Jared Livingston. I grew up in Sanpete County, Utah. I remember going down to the feed company back in the little offices there, got my first loan through Utah Heritage Credit Union, and ever since then fell in love with the personal atmosphere that you get with a local credit union. Been there ever since I was a little kid to today, whether we're dealing with an auto loan or just cashing a check, they're right there every time we need them.
Bucket list hikes, local races, challenging adventures, that one goal that means so much to you. Salt Lake Running Company has the gear and expert advice you need to start and finish strong. You'll be crushing that goal before you know it. With our trained and knowledgeable staff, an award-winning custom shoe fit process, and the head-to-toe products you need, SLRC will gear you up for your goal. Shop in-store at any of our locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
We are all part of a team. Whether you are the quiet hero or the newest recruit, the steady anchor or the moral support, your team needs you. At Intermountain Health, Sanpete Valley Hospital, we want to be part of your team. Partner with us on your health and continue to be a game changer for your teammates.
At Manti Family Dental, we're not just fixing teeth, we're crafting smiles with a hometown touch. Our comprehensive care from crowns to Invisalign allows us to treat the young and the young at heart. Manti Family Dental is veteran-owned and backed by Dr. Carlisle's 13 years of expertise and a heart for Manti's community.
I'm Dr. Carlisle. My wife and I chose to raise our family where roots run deep. Here, every patient is treated like a neighbor. Whether it's IV sedation to remove your wisdom teeth or getting an implant to replace a missing tooth, we ensure your dental health is in caring hands.
So give us a call to schedule a visit and discover the difference at Manti Family Dental.
When you need title work, title insurance, and escrow service, remember the experts at Central Utah Title in Manti. Whether you need residential, commercial closing, mortgage refinance, FHA, VA, or conventional loans, mortgage assumption, and cash transactions, consider Central Utah Title, serving South Central Utah since 1983. 140 North Main Street in Manti for security and peace of mind in all your transactions.
For a wonderful shopping experience with quality and customer service that's second to none, visit Gunnison Market. The meat department carries the highest quality of meat in the United States, certified Angus beef, while the deli offers delicious made-from-scratch crab salad, coleslaw, and high-quality Columbus meats with no preservatives. The bakery features custom cakes for any occasion, cookies, rolls, and tasty donuts made fresh daily. For good old-fashioned friendly service, come see the difference at Gunnison Market in Gunnison.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
Well, the question that maybe some of us will know an answer to, was there a second left before halftime?
You're just going right to it.
Well, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the Thunderbird in the room, if you will. We're down here at SUU. Might have been a second left. Morgan fans might and coaches might have, and to be fair, brilliant by Coach Takiaho to just get his guys to the locker room. I mean, so there you go. 4, 3, 2, might have been 2 seconds with the way the foot steps out of bounds. Sure. But you know who that's you have a clock operator, and that's their job. So the call on the field was time had expired. And we are tied at 21.5. We talked about how good these matchups have been the last 2 years in the semifinals. This is on pace to do more than live up to it, potentially be the best of all three matchups.
Yeah, Manti won by 2 touchdowns 2 years ago. Morgan won by 2 touchdowns last year, but these were tight games for most of the way in both of those games, and this one tied up at halftime. And crazy how, Manti kicks it back to Morgan with 3:41 left. Morgan has it at their own 32-yard line, and Manti gets stout and stops them. Doesn't allow them to drive down the field. Don't give them a shot at that end zone again to go into halftime. Manti gets the ball back with 2:17 left. Caps that off with 9 seconds left there in the half with a Stone Mortonson 20-yard touchdown catch. And that is not selling it hard enough, folks, of what that was. That was more than a catch.
Maybe the best play I've ever seen live in a high school game. Just Like
that
you said,
good.
to not even bring the left hand in. So confident he could pull it in with just one hand. Wow. We got the award-winning Brad James, statistician, with us here this weekend, the Brad father. By the way, Brad has had some Twitter troubles as of late, and I have not done this yet on a broadcast since those Twitter troubles came through. If you're used to getting high school updates and all the other Canadian football updates, all that good stuff from Brad, he is now at Brad James Radio on X/Twitter. At Brad James Radio. Go give him a follow. He had a lot of followers, lost all those followers, and we need to build that back up for a guy that puts a lot of time and effort into getting this. What did his stats say here at the half, Greg?
A lot of yardage out there for both teams. Both teams playing great offensively. Some good defensive drives for each of them as well. But let's run down these individual plays. First, for the Templars, you have Ty Pringle with 3 carries and 28 yards. 9 carries for Tala Talapa, only 21 yards. We haven't seen that. Tala's averaging close to 9 yards per game, or per carry this season. Yeah, he does have the 1 touchdown. Carter Mason, 16 of 22, 177 yards, 2 touchdowns. Extremely efficient here. Stone Mortonson with 8 catches for 99 yards in this game. That puts him up close to 1,300 yards for the season. The record in Manti, I checked it the other day, Hunter Stevens, 1,367. 2 years ago. You had Reggie Frischnick with 1,360, just behind him.
In the same season.
Yeah, and Mike Brenchley, our Manti assistant coach, told me Tyler Boley back in 1990 had about 1,200 yards, because I've wondered that for years. We don't have stats 35 years ago like that. Anyway, Stone Mortonson with 8 catches for 99 yards and a touchdown. Isaiah Wright has that other touchdown. Isaac Crowther has 4 catches for 49 yards as well offensively. For the Trojans, Canyon Leonelli, 7 carries, 19 yards, 1 touchdown. Another touchdown run by the quarterback, Cade Randall, as well. Cade throwing the ball, 11 for 20, 153 yards. He does have that long play right at the first of the game of 58 yards to George Thurston. Thurston leading the way receiving as well. 4 catches, 91 yards. Jack Hurd, 3 for 25. Brody Peterson, 2 for 31, and that really nice touchdown down here in this south end zone for the Trojans. 21-21 here.
If you love football, that first half had a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
What did the team numbers say here from Brad?
Yeah, so total yardage for the Templars, 233 to 180 for the Trojans, 6.1 yards per play for Manti, 5.5 for Morgan. So really offensive, a lot of fun offensive plays. Let's see. 60-yard total, 56 yards rushing for the Templars, only 27 for Morgan. There's that play right there. You're pointing it out if you're watching here on Centricom Team Hive. That's a great view, too, from the end zone. I love that camera view down there.
Was that Temp running the sideline? Shout out to Temp for picking that up.
The end zone
Yeah.
camera. Yeah, that was a beautiful. You get to see that catch. Oh, you're seeing it now from a higher angle. Stick him on those gloves. What a throw by Carter Mason and a catch by Stone Mortonson.
Sorry to interrupt the stats, but they
That's
were
all I
showing.
got.
Okay, well, there you go. That times out just right.
Well, one thing I was going to say, you got 56 rushing yards by the Templars, only 27 by Morgan. That surprises me a little bit. Both of these teams like to throw the ball, but I thought Morgan might try and establish the run a little bit more, and so that surprised me a little bit.
We'll take another break here on our Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show. Morgan and Manti tied at 21. Templars will receive the opening kickoff for the second half. Coming up, a Barclay Mechanical score update. Who will this team play, or one of these two teams play, I should say, in the state championship a week from tomorrow up in Harriman? We'll update you on some of the other games that have taken place today here at the Eccles Coliseum. You're tuned in to semifinal high school football on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
This is Dave from the Manti branch, and at Zions Bank, we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. And with the branch right around the corner and the convenience of online and mobile banking, we're here for you, wherever you are. For all your personal and business banking needs, come visit us and let us show you how Zions Bank is for you.
Clean Cut Roofing and Siding.
Have you seen my turtle?
How would I know where your turtle is?
You always say you have something for everyone.
Since 2003, you get peace of mind every time with Clean Cut Roofing and Siding. Call 435-462-2160.
As a urologist, my job includes treating kidney stones, diagnosing, treating prostate cancer, and other disorders of the urinary system. Here at CVMC, specialists and primary care physicians all work very closely together.
As a family physician, being able to have continuity of care and direct relationships with our specialists is something we're very fortunate to have here.
I'm Dr. David Sewell, board-certified urologist. I'm proud to provide state-of-the-art care here at Central Valley Medical Center.
Every morning when I walk in the door, I'm still at an awe. The quality of beef that we're harvesting here at Bar W, in my 40 years of experience, I have never seen beef after beef after beef of the extreme quality. Every single one of them that are coming through are top shelf.
Are you a new CDL license holder? If so, Barney Trucking would like to train and pay you to become a world-class truck driver on state-of-the-art equipment. They also provide you with reliable, courteous support, a fantastic wage, paid holidays, solid benefits, home daily schedules, paid time off, an excellent safety record, and respect. Dependable truck drivers have been Barney Trucking's #1 investment since 1947. Start your outstanding career by applying today at barneyjobs.com. barneyjobs.com.
So you're all moved in. How's your new roomie?
Oh, she's cool. She's also a biology major.
Oh, that's great. You guys can help each other stay on top of homework.
I just hope the classes aren't hard. I'm kind of scared based on what I've heard.
You'll do great, I'm sure. We're proud of you.
Aww.
You ready to go?
Who's that?
Gotta go, Mom. Have a dorm meeting in 2 minutes. Love you.
Hello? Hello? Who was that?
Centricom Fiber, because you don't just need internet, you need good internet.
For over 70 years, Cache Valley Bank has been a part of Utah's financial landscape with 23 branches across the state of Utah. Cache Valley Bank isn't just a bank. We're neighbors, partners, and your financial advisors.
Committed to building stronger communities one transaction at a time with secure and reliable solutions, whether it's buying a home, expanding your business, or simply managing your day-to-day finances.
Visit any of our locations in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, Fairview, or Nephi. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
Halftime brought to you by Jones & DeMille Engineering, tied at 21. Both teams back out, warming up, getting set for this third quarter. Barclay Mechanical score update. Cedar defeats Juab in the opening game today, 23-60. It was 23-0 at one point in that game. Juab made things interesting late. And I've never seen, it's rare to see the ball get to the 1-inch line. Usually when you're that close to the end zone, Greg, the nose of the ball or some part finds a way over the goal line. That happened twice to Juab. It gives Cedar a lot of credit.
Game.
Yeah.
If Juab gets even one of those in.
Right, right.
Yeah.
A very fascinating game earlier between Cedar and Morgan, and then Rich did what Rich does in 8-man, dominate, and they'll be back in the state championship game for the third straight year. Chance at a three-peat for them. Yeah. Final game tonight is Milford, their first year down in 8-man. And they will be taking on Monticello. Monticello and Rich have been the two names that have been synonymous with 8-man football so far. And now Milford coming down. These were all programs that didn't have to start from scratch, right? They had teams before that were playing in 1A, and then they invented they brought 8-man to Utah, and the reason was because Rich and Monticello still wanted to play. It's just low numbers, a low enrollment number. Was hard to field an 11-man team, and so there was already establishment there, right? A lot of these other schools that are bringing in programs for the first time, Panguitch having football for the first time. Panguitch is eventually going to get to a semifinal just with the athletes they have, and like they do in every other sport.
I was just going to say, I mentioned on the broadcast earlier with Robert Lovell, every other sport they dominate at the 1A level, so why won't football be next? Yeah.
But these other schools that find themselves getting to the semifinals or the championship game already have establishment, right? Like they never took a break. There wasn't no football for a few years, and then suddenly, now we can play 8-man. They went straight from 1A to 8-man. So let's talk keys to the second half, Greg, for both these teams. Manti gets the ball first. What do they need to do to start the second half?
Yeah, I think they need to keep doing what they've been doing. They're getting some chunk yardage. It's not the 60-yard chunk that you see from Manti a lot, even on like little screen plays and Tala Talapa breaking out runs, but they're getting 15, 20-yard plays, passes across the middle. I've liked how Manti's got the ball out quick. Defensively, Mack Olson. Mack's having as much of an impact as I've seen him all year, and he has impacts every game. He's obviously a D1 player, as we mentioned in the pregame, committing to Fresno State University. But he's had a good first half defensively. If you're the Morgan Trojans, will they try and establish the run a little bit? Do they need to? Can they keep throwing the ball like they have been? Cade Randall with over 150 yards there in the first half, and will they keep throwing the ball? They've done a good job with those quick passes. I mentioned how Cade Randall has that quick trigger. A la Carter Mason. Carter has that quick trigger as well. Both of these quarterbacks very similar to each other in their smarts, in their way that they can scramble around.
They don't turn the ball over.
They never turn the ball over, both of them. Anyway, I'm excited. It's 21-21. It's nothing here at halftime. And you got a one half of football left here to prove who can make it to the finals.
Fresno State's on a bye. I don't know if we've got any Fresno coaches. The D-line coach I know made a trip out, I believe, to Manti for a game this year after Matt committed. If they're watching, they got to be smiling ear to ear, given this is the best offensive line Mack's played against all year, and his first step, I mentioned that in the first half, has been absolutely excellent.
And he's obviously been coached, whether it's this game or just through the years, coached to get those hands up. If you don't get to the quarterback, you're 6'5", 6'6", Mac, get those arms up in the passing lanes.
As just a fan of the game of football, Greg, there are a few things that bring a smile to my face more than when a D lineman just sticks the hand up, gets that pass breakup.
Yep.
So we'll get set for the second half. Morgan to kick off our CO Building System scoreboard. It's tied at 21 with 12 minutes to go. We're not going to do a where you watching because that brings in too many texts.
We get a lot of texts
when we do that.
If it's a 74-0 game.
Two former SUUT birds that happen to be brothers both texted me nice things today. So shout out to the Howe brothers for tuning in as this ball goes in for a touchback.
Let's just say they like the camera angle showing Tanner Scott and old Gregory.
Well, I'll put this out there for as two former Templars and two former SUUT birds. One of them now has a fan account on Instagram. Someone made an account.
Oh.
That is just a fan of this particular brother. I'm not going to say which one.
That's funny.
That made my week. And it's been a good week. It's been a good week.
You got a lot of travel coming up starting tonight.
I do. I started Monday, and then I did nothing for 3 days. Snap to Carter Mason, first play of the second half. Carter rolls, throws Ty Pringle. Ty makes the catch, makes one guy miss, gets to the sideline, spins out of it, falls forward. A good gain on first down for Ty Pringle. We talked about Manti getting guys back. How big is it to have Ty back for the postseason?
Gigantic. 4 games, and he had 7 receiving touchdowns. Watch this block right here, right there by Tala Talapa down the field.
Ty nearly spun out of that and broke free. Second down and 4, a gain of 6. Carter pumps, plenty of time, now running out of time. Carter's going to become a runner. Cuts back upfield, does Mason, takes a shot. My goodness, he got the first down. And flag's going to come in on this. Morgan's upset, but boy, the way Carter's head buckled back, that is tough. Let's see on this replay here. We got a good sideline angle of it. Way to go, Temp. Getting us this shot. Oh, that's textbook.
To helmet.
That's textbook on the replay.
And it's tough when a guy's going down.
What are you supposed to do? That's the question,
tough.
right?
I know. Let's see if they marked that out to about the 33-yard line or so.
Yeah.
So a first down run by Carter Mason and then 15 more yards on top of it.
So Templars will have it 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line, knocking on the door of Morgan territory. And Carter is okay, which is the biggest part of this, that he's able to remain in the game. 2 receivers to either side for Mason. Talapapa at his hip. Templars big first down run, then you tack the 15 on. Mason back to pass. Morgan will bring 4. Carter, pocket collapses, spins out of it. Carter just gets rid of it, has a man there, and Crowther in and out of his hands. Kind of had to make an adjustment on the fly there. Falls incomplete. Good on Carter. Mason just to get rid of that. Had a couple Trojans bearing down on him. So bring him second down.
Nice little pirouette here by Carter Mason. Right here, you think he's under a lot of pressure there. I think that was 49 coming through there, Hayden Meekum. And I'm thinking to myself, is he just going to throw it away? But Isaac Crowther was down the field and would have had enough for a first down there, I think.
Second down and 10 for the Templars. 11 minutes to go in the opening part of this second half. 58 seconds in. 2 to either side for Carter. Takes the snap back to pass. Morgan just brings 3. They set up that screen. It's tipped, but caught by Tala Talapa, and then Morgan, their best defensive play of the game. What an open field tackle. Was that Birkland again? Or Noah Birkland, I believe, was the one. It was either Birkland or was that 49? No, that would have been Noah Birkland coming across from his linebacker, just sheds the block. Well, that is textbook, Greg. My goodness.
That's a great play there to knock Tala Talapa back 3 yards. Morgan's doing a good job at getting their hands up. I've talked about Mack Olson. There's been multiple times where Carter Mason's rolled out to throw just a little screen pass, and you got a Morgan defender not going to be able to get to him, but gets his hands in the way, and it makes the pass be a little bit tougher to throw.
Maybe a little delayed, right? That allows the defense to get to the guy back quicker. 3rd and 14, Mason pumps. Carter loads up, launches it, taking a deep shot, and it is intercepted. Is it intercepted? Morgan says they've got it. And they do, back at the 16-yard line. About as good as a punt at the end of the day, but what a heads-up catch in traffic from Jake Halls. He'll get credited.
Great play by Halls to read that one back from center field. Carter Mason just a little bit too much air on it there for Stone Mortonson. He tries to play some defense, but a great catch by Jake Halls in the defensive secondary.
Does a nice job keeping that ball tucked in. So Morgan forces the INT. The good news for Manti, Morgan's backed up at the 16-yard line. Man comes in motion. It's a jet sweep to the outside. Can the Templars pursue here? They do well. Mack Olson and Tala Talapa absolutely drill George Thurston as he got to the edge. I don't think they're going to say he gained anything there, Greg.
Look at Mack Olson coming from a DN position. He's got multiple blockers there. 3 blockers total that he gets around and just hustles down that line. Shows his speed there.
George Thurston is not slow. We've seen that in this game. 2nd down and 10 now for Morgan. Randall takes the snap. It's a design roll to his right. First time we've really seen them roll Randall out. He's going to take a shot as he takes the shot deep, and that's ultimately incomplete. And a flag is going to come in here at the end of the play.
Yeah, looking at George Thurston again. He's the guy we've been calling his name a lot on offense and just rolling out kind of a little wheel route from the...
It's the first time we've really seen Cade Randall roll today. They haven't really ran him out much. He takes a shot.
And watching that play, Stone Mortonson just doesn't get his head turned around, and that's a pretty textbook pass interference there.
So Morgan's now got it out at the 31-yard line where they'll have 1st down and 10. Well, Cade Randall, when I say take a shot, that might have been a little misleading, like he's taking a shot downfield. No, he took a shot in the chest. From the defender, but is fine and still out there. 2 to either side for the Trojans. Randall with Leonelli in the backfield. Pump fakes. He's going to take a shot. Isaiah Wright's got position here, and that is incomplete.
That was just about a one-handed grab. Peterson was trying for a one-handed grab of his own down the sideline here.
Brody's had a nice night for Morgan with that touchdown catch in the first half. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, great defensive play by Isaiah Wright just to run right with him, though.
Oh, without question.
Excellent defensive back play by the junior Isaiah.
2nd down and 10 for Morgan. They go trips near side, single receiver far side. It's going to be an option, and they keep it on the ground, and Manti's just done a nice job clogging up that middle of the lane, Greg, is Nelson Everett, Spencer Robbins both in on the play.
I think that was Nelson Everett again coming from his defensive end position, coming down the line of scrimmage, just left unblocked, and makes a big play. Spencer Robbins there as well, as you mentioned. Spencer's come on late in the year, took over for Carter Anderson after Carter got hurt, and is one of the leading tacklers for the Templars this year, as well as his punting duties.
3rd down and 8 for Morgan. 2 to either side for Cade Randall. Templars maybe showing a little bit of pressure here. They'll back off and just send 4. Randall pumps with it, becomes a runner, and he's going to go down. It might be a short gain or no gain. Coming up with that play, I believe that was Kellen Lund for the Templars.
Yeah, 78 Kellen Lund coming up from his defensive tackle position, and that's one of those, it's not considered a sack. I was going to call it a coverage sack. It's not a coverage sack, a coverage stop, though, because there was nobody downfield for Cade Randall to throw to. And we talked a lot about Eli Mortonson early.
Does he have a catch?
I don't know if he even has a catch. I was going to look through these. He doesn't even have a catch.
Wow.
4 touchdowns last week against Richfield, and Manti's been able to bottle him up so far.
4th down punt coming for the Trojans. Snap is blocked. The Templars got a piece of it. It's Mack Olson, and he dives on it. Tit for tat, the Templars have it down inside the 9.
Mack Olson's able to get back and get on it as well. The kid is just dominating that side of the ball. Wow, Mack's had a good game so far.
You and I maybe need to take a trip out to Fresno at some point. My goodness, Mack Olson
gets through 2 Trojan blockers that time to get to that one.
We talked about how good he's been at batting down passes. How about batting down a punt? Manti will have it at the 11. Morgan cashed in on a blocked punt.
Yeah.
And now can Manti cash in on a blocked punt?
Back and forth.
My goodness.
Back and forth. Jeez.
Keep in mind, Manti is not led in this game. Morgan got up 7-0, and then it was 14-7, 14-13, 21-13, and then Manti tied it. Carter on first down takes a shot at the end zone, and that has got to be something, and sure enough it is. Ty Pringle was being held up, and the pass sails over Ty's head because he just couldn't get to it.
Yeah, and I think either way that's going to be half the distance to the goal line, 10 yards or 5-yard or the 15-yard penalty.
If it's a hold or a pass interference.
Yeah, they're going to call that a pass interference. Be half the distance to the goal down to about the 5.5.
And the down does not count, correct?
Yes, correct.
So it's still first down. So this might give us a wonky 1st and 4. You don't see 1st and 4 very often
3.5
in the game of football.
Yeah.
And part of that is, if this is at the college or the NFL level, it's just an automatic first down. It'd be 1st and goal at this point.
Right.
But not a lot of automatics. As Rick taught you and you taught me, it's just roughing. Trips to the near side for Carter Mason. Single receiver far side on 1st and 4. Carter. Shovel pass. Talapapa breaks the tackle and breaks into the end zone. Touchdown. Templars take their first lead on the shovel.
Watch this replay. Morgan will bring, it's either a defensive back or an outside linebacker. They're going to come from this outside. He almost steps in front of that pass, and it just sneaks through to Tala. And after he gets past that blitz coming from the outside, there's nobody in the middle. Tala Talapa steps in. Oh, what a beautiful play. Play called by Cam Shumway. Made that such a big integral part of this Manti offense, that little shovel pass to Tala Talapa.
Extra point coming now from Tyler Steinfeld. Did miss his last one. The snap's good, hold good. Kick is on its way, and Tyler drills it. Templars lead at 28-21, 7:49 to go here in the third quarter. More semifinal action next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim. 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
Both teams have a blocked punt. Both teams have cashed in. The difference, Manti's had a couple more sustained drives. That's why they got a 7-point lead right now with 7:49 to go in the third as Tyler Steinfeld approaches. Gives this a good boot. Morgan lets go in the end zone for a touchback. I think that was going to go in the end zone either way. And the Trojans now 1st and 10 out at the 20. How big was that block punt by Mack Olson, Greg?
How big?
I mean, that's not a good. That's the do question. I mean, the Captain Obvious over here. But my goodness, what a great play from Mack.
Wow, gets through, as I mentioned, 2 blockers, splits them, gets through and blocks that punt, gives his ball back to the Templars, and then Tala Talapa finishes it off into the end zone from Carter Mason to give Manti their first lead of the game.
28-21. Was it 28-14 last year? Was that the final a year ago?
42-28.
You're right. And then 2 years ago, was it 35-21? Okay. 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Snap low for Randall. It's a give up the gut. Now to the left side, and Manti just snuffs that out. Morgan has not been able to run the ball at all.
No, everything. They've been moving the ball pretty well through the air, but running the ball, Manti's defensive line and those linebackers are doing a great job. And Nelson Everett again there. Stone Mortonson coming up from his defensive end or defensive back position as well to help.
Nelson Everett is a warrior out there. He's been banged up at different times, but played through a lot this year. 2nd down and 8 now for Cade Randall. Back to pass, pumps with it. Tries to throw that tunnel screen. It's off the hands and out of bounds. That would have been Eli Mortonson's first catch. You got a Trojan offensive lineman that's a little slow to get up. Carter Mason checking on him over on that far side for Morgan. Number 73, Riker Hales.
He was the one out there blocking. Put a little bit of a block on the defensive back for the Templars out there, Ty Pringle, who was bearing down there trying to make a play, but going to bring up 3rd and long now for the Trojans.
Trips near side, single receiver to the far side, single back for Cade Randall. Manti shows blitz, they'll only bring 4. Back to pass, Randall steps out of the pocket, loads up and launches it, has a man open, it's Peterson, he's all alone, he makes the catch, and is out of bounds inside the 30, got past the 2nd level. What a heave from Cade Randall, and Brody Peterson hauls it in. A big play for the Trojan offense.
Yeah, Brody's had a good game, hasn't he? Cade Randall just ducks down to get out of that one, and the defensive backs break down for the Templars, for Brody Peterson down the sideline.
1st and 10, Morgan inside the 30. Massive play for the Trojans. It's a run up the gut and a fall forward. One of the better runs from Canyon Leonelli. It's a gain of 6, maybe 7 on 1st down for Morgan. 2nd down and 3 coming up here. They haven't had a lot of those, Greg, up the gut, as they'll go with it again. Leonelli follows that lead blocker and gets tossed backwards. It's right at the forward progress is going to have him right at the sticks.
Yeah, wow, he did get tossed backwards. Obviously they'll give him the forward progress, but he just kind of got tossed like a rag doll that time down to the 19. So they're going to say about 3rd and 1.
3rd down and short. Snap Randall, give Leonelli, and he got the 1st down.
Yeah, stood up there, but I think he got down to the 18 or so, 17-yard line where they'll move the sticks.
They're not moving them instantly here.
Oh, okay.
This might be closer
I
than
thought
I
saw
think.
One of those officials waving it. Is somebody for Manti down?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, you hate to see it.
We don't quite have the right angle on who that is.
Squire? No, I think that's Nelson Everett again. Nelson's had some internal issues, stomach or spleen or something like that, and it was something where, at least what I was told, that it just takes time. It just takes time to heal it. So you can play. You're not going to make it worse. So you can play or not. And man, the kid's a warrior.
So Nelson being tended to there on the sideline. Let's take a break. It's a Manti Family Dental Timeout right here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
When you think of DL Dirtworks, don't just think dirt. Think precision excavation. Expert site preparation, efficient land clearing, and top-notch customer service. Think residential projects, commercial ventures, and seamless execution. This season, let DL Dirtworks lay the groundwork for your next big project. Visit dldirtworks-ut.com today and discover why they're Central Utah's premier choice for quality excavation. DL Dirtworks, serving Ephraim and beyond. They're more than just dirt.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Nelson Everett to a rousing applause from the Templar faithful that have made the trip down the sideline. I've said it, you said it, warrior is how you describe Nelson Everett.
Yep.
And what he's meant to this group.
I think it is going to move the sticks.
It does,
here.
yeah.
It does move the sticks. One thing about Nelson Everett that I wanted to say, and he was a contributor last year. The way he's improved from year to year is what's been most impressive to me.
Without question. 1st and 10, Morgan in the red zone. Ball at the 19-yard line for Cade Randall trying to tie this thing up. Brings Thurston in motion. Back to pass. Fires a dart. It's high. Complete. Peterson has had himself a night. What a game for Brody Peterson. For as much as we've talked about Eli Mortonson not really being involved, Brody Peterson has done more than made up for it. Morgan's got 1st and goal now.
Yeah, great pitch and catch there. Just above the hands of Isaac Crowther. 2nd time that he's hit Peterson on that little slant route right above the head of the outside backer.
1st and goal for the Trojans. Randall in shotgun takes the snap. The give to Leonelli. Left side, pushing, and spins into the end zone. Canyon Leonelli makes it 28-27 with the PAT pending. That 3rd down conversion, Greg, how big for Cade Randall to hit Brody Peterson deep downfield?
Yeah, that was huge.
It kept the drive alive.
You bet. Just Cade Randall ducks out of the hands of the Manti defenders, steps up and finds Peterson down the field. It was huge.
So the extra point here for the Trojans to tie this thing up. Carter Gorham will attempt the PAT. Manti missed a PAT earlier, then went for 2 before the half to get that point back. Snaps a little low, the hold's good, and the kick is through. So with 5:39 to go in the third quarter, it's Manti 28, Morgan 28. More semifinal action next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Centricom Team Hive and KSLSports.com.
State Bank of Southern Utah is not just another bank. We are your neighbors, your friends, and your local financial partners, interested in building long-term relationships.
When you choose State Bank, you invest in our community. Your money stays here and is reinvested in friends and family, building Southern Utah.
Each one of our 17 branches is staffed and ready to serve you.
Come and experience the difference of true community banking at State Bank of Southern Utah.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
Tied at 28, 5:39 to go, and that's just how this whole evening has been in this 3A semifinal. One heavyweight punch after the other.
Yeah, I was just going to say that exact same thing. Spinks Hagler. I mean, you're talking a heavyweight bout here, just punch for punch at each other.
Scoreboard tonight is brought to you by CO Building Systems, roof and wall panels, and all the trimming at the best prices anywhere, and that's CO Building Systems. Trojans approach and are not going to give Manti any kind of opportunity for a return. Touchback, Manti offense retakes the field. Manti again, it's interesting how both teams had a little momentum, Greg, off of blocked punts. Those might have been the biggest punches thrown, right? A special teams blunder, if you will.
Yeah.
And both teams have responded.
Answered. Both guys. Yeah, both teams get the ball back when they go down, and a lot of momentum to the other team, and they answer the bell.
We're going to go trips far side, single receiver near side for Carter Mason. With Tala Talapa at his hip. Tala goes in motion. Carter back to pass. Morgan will just bring 4. Mason rolls to his right, gets rid of it. Tala makes the catch. And then are they going to rule this an incompletion or a fumble? They say fumble. Tala hopped right back on it. Oh, no, now they're saying incomplete pass.
That should be an incomplete pass. This Tala, he was just kind of a decoy out here. If you watch this replay, this play was not designed to go to him. This was not a designed screen pass out there, but he's just open. He's waving at Carter. Throw it out to me.
Never had possession of the ball. So second down and 10 for the Templar offense here. Manti's going to make a few subs here. 5:23 to go.
Blow to blow Hearns Hagler is what I meant to say. If for you boxing fans out there,
that shows you how little I know about boxing. That is way over.
Throwing punches in that first round of that one, man, years ago. This is what this one is tonight.
So now are they saying Nelson Everett's got to come out for a play?
Is it another equipment issue or something? I don't know. He's not going off and changing anything, so what is going on?
I don't know.
He's just out there talking to the coaches.
That's interesting. 2 to either side for Carter. Mason takes the snap on 2nd and 10. Pocket holding, throws a dart over the middle, completes. Isaac Crowther with a first down out to the 35-yard line.
That play's been there, hasn't it?
All night.
That play across the middle, and Morgan's right on top of it. There's nothing going for a long pass play or anything. Long meaning 50 or 60 yards. I'm talking, but that 10, 15-yard across the middle has been there.
Carter back to pass on 1st and 10. Mason throws that tunnel screen to Pringle. Ty sheds one tackle, heads for the sidelines, falls forward. That looked like it might have gone for a loss to no gain, Greg, but a little stutter step from Ty Pringle, split that maroon C again and does not move the sticks, but a good yard gainer on first down.
Yeah, about 6 yards there. What are they marking that? About the 41-yard line, 6 yards. Ty Pringle, guy, the kid can juke and jive out there. He can move.
2nd down and 4. New play call comes in now for the Templars. They'll go trips near side, single receiver to the far right for Carter Mason. 4:33 to go in the third quarter, tied at 28. Morgan's going to bring a blitz. Manti picks it up well. It's a low pass. Did Isaiah Wright get his hands on that?
They say yes.
They say catch and first down. Isaiah Wright with a Douglas Dentistry first down. Douglas Dentistry with in-house financing. Show off that smile at 258-9001.
I want to watch this replay here. See how low Isaiah had to go get that one. Wow, what a grab out to the 48.
2 to either side for Carter. Pocket collapses. Mason's going to roll to his right. Steps up. Flags do come flying in as Carter floats it. Has a man wide open. Makes the catch at the 25. Stutter step to the 20. But there is a lot of laundry in the backfield, and this is going to be coming back.
Yeah, Manti fans didn't even cheer for that one. It was going down the sideline. You had a big play on this side, but everybody saw that holding in the backfield. Push Manti back 10 yards to the 38-yard line and bring up 1st and 20.
And that's the one good thing. It's still first down. You've got chances to get some of this chunk back in. And, I mean, yeah, I think there were multiple potentially on that. So
that would have been one of the bigger plays of the night for the Templars there.
That's this Manti team so used to boom, boom, big plays.
Right.
It has been much more methodical,
Very
and it's
much.
had to be.
Yep.
And to some extent, it's the same play calls, and they're still working. It's just maybe better defended. Maybe that's just how good this Manti offense and how good the play calling is.
Got those stacks on both sides here.
Mason takes the snap on 1st and 20. Give Tala Talapa right side, and Tala falls forward just a gain of a yard or two. Morgan heading in a hurry. Cade Spence, one of the leading sackmen for the Morgan Trojans, gets the early tackle.
Try and draw that defense out. Spread them out as much as you can and try and give room to your running back, Tala Talapa, but just great job by the linebackers for Morgan.
So 2nd and 20. This is really going to be 2nd and 18 here for Carter Mason. Pumps fakes with it, rolls out to his right. Carter, little float pass. Receiver turns and just lost sight of it for a minute. Ty Pringle just didn't quite know where that ball was going.
Yeah, Ty cut it upfield right when Carter stepped out of the pocket and threw that down to him. So it was a little bit short because I think Carter thought Ty was going to keep going towards the sideline.
There was a little bit of a duck that came out, too, from Carter. 3rd down and long here for Manti. Ball at the 39 of Morgan. Need to get to the 42 of Manti, 39 of Manti, 42 of Morgan for a 1st down. Mason takes the snap, play fake. Morgan's going to bring 5. Carter steps up, hits Ty Pringle. Ty's got real estate, heads for the sideline, gets the 1st down and steps out of bounds. No one was near Ty Pringle. Manti goes underneath and moves the sticks.
Won't be in the stat book anywhere. Watch this replay. Watch 23 for Manti step up in the pass protection and slow down the Morgan Trojans. They brought that blitz up the middle, and Tala Talapa helps out his offensive line.
Templars will go 2 near side. Single receiver high for Mason. Single back is Talapapa. The run to Tala. Tala left side just gets met immediately. Is that 45? Jace Nye, the tackle guy with the stop, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
That's a good one. On that previous play, I like how Ty Pringle caught that thing and went straight upfield.
Mason on 2nd and 10, going to take a shot for Isaiah Wright. Isaiah not able to get there, just kind of bumped off his route a little bit. That was good on the sideline there. I want to say 21 for Morgan, Bolton Dickman.
Coach Shumway for the Templars didn't like something. He thought that was a free play. He was signaling to his quarterback, just chuck that downfield, because I think he thought Morgan had somebody offsides that time, but either it wasn't recognized or it wasn't the case. One or the other. Because you saw Coach Shumway run down to that official and he was pointing something out.
3rd down and 10 for Manti. 2:39 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Manti converted on their last 3rd down on a underneath dump off. What do they have here on 3rd and much more manageable? Manti's going to spend a timeout here as the play clock was about to hit 0. It's a Manti Family Dental timeout. We'll take it on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
This is more than just a job. It's a mission of caring. There's nothing more precious than a human life, and we all honor that responsibility. Beginning in 1932, we've been standing ready to serve our communities with trust, quality, and knowledge. And most of all, human connections.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back on in. Templars and Trojans tied at 28 apiece with 2:39 to go in the 3rd quarter. Templars spend their first time out of the 2nd half. It's 3rd down and 10 with 2 to either side for Carter Mason. Carter will bring Isaiah Wright in motion. It's an option to the right side to Isaiah. It's a double pass. Isaiah's going to launch it. He's got Stone Mortonson. Stone high points and hauls it in inside the 5.
It's a highlight reel today for Stone Mortonson. That's good defense. That's good defense down there by Jake Halls. Just what a play call by Coach Shumway for the Templars. The little pitch backwards, and then the pass down the field. Stone Mortonson, as you mentioned, high points, brings it in at the 2.
Someone's been watching the Detroit Lions. My goodness. Little Dan Campbell inspiration in there on the option double pass. So
wow.
Templar, what a gutsy call. What a play call. Yeah. 1st and goal from the 2 for the Templars. Manti brings those 2 tight ends from left to right. Carter Mason on 1st and goal to give to Tala. Tala met immediately, and this might even be for a short loss. They'll mark him down for a loss of a yard.
Manti's ran that same formation, and they've ran the same play out of it, so you don't know if maybe they're setting something up. I think you got an injured player down there. We'll come back to that. You don't know if they're setting something up for later with that, but every time they've brought those 2 tight ends, they've shifted from the left to the right. They've ran to that right side to Talapapa.
So a loss on the play, 2nd and goal now from the 4. It's just a loss of a yard.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you had an injured Morgan Trojan down, but
I thought I noticed that too.
Yeah.
But
either he popped up before the officials cared, or or we saw something wrong.
Minute and a half to go in the 3rd.
That
4 on
same
the play
formation.
Clock. Snap Carter, keeper Carter, Mason down at the 2. So Morgan will make 3rd down and goal from the 2 now. A gain of 2 from Carter on the option read.
Good defensive play there by the Trojans. That 2nd level, number 34 out there is William Pace. Yeah, the sophomore linebacker with a big stop there. If it wasn't for him, I think Carter gets in there.
So 3rd down and goal, under a minute to go here in the 3rd for the Templar O.
You got 12 on the play clock, so Manti's huddling up, and they got to hustle, or you're going to not waste, but call your 2nd timeout.
And it'd be wasting it at this point if we're let's call it what it is. The give to Tala on 3rd and goal. Tala right side gets into the end zone. Tala Talapa tacks another one on for the Templars, and that'll make it 34-28 with the PAT
Great
pending.
Blocking outside. Look at Isaac Crowther. You got big, is that Jacob Cox out there on the right side? Isaac Crowther setting the edge there from his tight end position. Man, that's going to go in the stat book for Tala Talapa, but he should go give a high five to Isaac Crowther, because that's great blocking from a tight end.
34-28, 34 seconds to go in the 3rd. What a drive for Manti. 2 massive 3rd down conversions as Tyler Steinfeld's kick is through. So with 35 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, it's Manti 35, Morgan 28. We'll be right back to wrap up the 3rd quarter next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
Looking for the perfect color for your next paint project? Hermanson's Hardware in Ephraim has your solution. With their state-of-the-art color matching equipment and over 350,000 colors, anything is possible. Bring Hermanson's any size sample or your favorite Pinterest pin, and they can scan or match across all brands of paint. They've successfully matched paint colors from pillows, stucco, rock, paint cans, signs, plants, and more. Their high-quality finishes from Pratt & Lambert and Best Look will give you the professional results you're looking for. Don't put off those paint projects any longer. Drop by Hermanson's Hardware in Ephraim. It's how going to a hardware store should be.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
34 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Manti takes the lead back as Steinfeld's kick takes a bounce. Morgan will field this at about the 5-yard line. Stutter step up to the 20, 25. Still going, and dangerous play to the outside. Thurston tries to hit that edge, and Robbins trips him up as he stutters out of bounds, but a bunch of flags come, or is that just one flag?
Just one came in there.
I'm seeing multiple. It was just one. So the marker's
right
down
on the sideline, so I'm kind of surprised what that would be. This play, Manti decides to go with that line drive kind of squib almost kick, and it did the worst thing if you're a Templar. It just bounces right to that Morgan deep man, which gives him a lot of time to set up the blocks and make something happen. What was that flag?
The official was...
That's
say it's on Morgan.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Back to the 25-yard line.
It was thrown.
Not saying it was wrong. I just didn't see it.
We didn't see it, yeah. The flag was placed at the 35, so 10 yards, maybe just a hold, just a normal hold on a return. Must have been.
Yeah.
1st and 10 from the 25. Snap to Randall. Quick hitter to the outside to Peterson. He's tripped up, and that's going to be a big loss on the play. It was the first one to get back there, Greg. I think Spencer Robbins finished it off.
Yeah, it came
Isaac
through like
Crowther.
a bullet. Yeah, that was Crowther coming through there like a bullet.
My goodness. Big play. 2nd down and 11 when we come back. That's the end of 3. Manti 35. Morgan 28. The 2 versus the 3 with the state championship berth on the line. We'll have 4th quarter coverage next right here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Centricom Team Hive, KSLSports.com.
Ebenezer, you have yet a chance to escape my fate. Am I destined to end up in chains like you, Jacob? Worse, without triple rewards, but you can still change your destiny with a Mountain America Rewards credit card.
With a Mountain America Rewards credit card, earn 3 times the points on every dollar spent until the stroke of midnight on December 31st.
Triple rewards are better than I thought.
CF Moto is just the latest addition to the Jorgensen's Power Sports lineup. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side or a quad, CF Moto has what you need and at ultra-competitive prices. So stop by today and see what all the hype is about. Located at 980 South Covey Road in beautiful Richfield, Utah, or find them online at jhsport.com. And as always, you can text or call Jorgensen's Power Sports at 435-896-6408.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
2nd down and 12. Randall back to pass, is going to load up one-on-one deep and just overthrows his man. That was far out of bounds to the far side. I believe that was Leonelli coming out of the backfield, Greg. Yeah. Sure enough. 3rd down and long here. Boy, this would be a stop for Manti.
Yeah.
If they could get it here.
After taking that lead, the wheel route coming around Leonelli and you had Isaiah Wright running step for step with him there.
Stick around through our post-game show. It'll be the hottest segment on TV, What's in Greg's Head. Love to play that game. Trips near side for Randall. Manti shows blitz. They'll bring just 4. Randall gets rid of it. It's high, and it's incomplete. A couple Templars there. Still Mortonson in the area. Spencer Robbins was the one in coverage. It's 4th down and 12. And Morgan's, you got no choice but to punt this at this point.
Yeah, I would think.
Sure enough.
4th and 12. Geez, that deep in your own territory.
They took a minute to get out there.
Yeah, just a 1-score game, just under 12 minutes left in this one. If you're Morgan, you put it on your defense, get a stop. Sure. Yeah. I don't even think you think about going for this on 4th and 12.
Now, this has been a bizarre game. 2 block punts, 1 on each side. Special teams has certainly played an impact. Some controversy on special teams heading into the locker room at halftime. The snap's good. Punts away. Opportunity for a fair catch here. Muffed, but easily hopped on by Isaiah Wright. So Templars will have it back at the 37-yard line. 1st down and 10. Flag is down, though. Clear back at the line of scrimmage. Sideline warning. Okay. Jinx, you owe me a due, brother.
Yeah, so Manti started at the 38-yard line trying to go up 2 scores here.
Yeah, Greg, it's always interesting when we get to this junction of the year because you and I don't see Morgan ever, where they used to play Manti during the regular season a little bit. Now they focus on some bigger schools. It always gets fascinating when we get to this point. What is Morgan really like? And this is a chance to see. This is a gut check time for them. Down 7 in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, great team. They deserve that number 1 person rating. They're number 2 in the RPI, but that number 1 in Deseret News and our Mid-Utah Radio rankings. They deserve it.
Handoff Talapapa, crowded at the line. That tackle finished off by Cade Spence. No gain for Tala on 1st down.
Yeah, not a lot of room for Tala all night. He has, I think, right around 12, 14 carries tonight, and he probably doesn't have more than 30 yards. And for a guy that averages 8 yards per carry, Morgan's done a great job bottling him up.
They got 2 touchdowns or 3.
I know he's got 2.
I know he's at least got
back.
2. Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's a 3rd.
I think he has 3. 1 receiving and 2.
That's right. Yeah. 2nd and 10. Ty Pringle in motion. Play clock down to 10. Carter takes the snap. Play fake. Going to take a shot. Has a man. Ty Pringle outruns. Makes the catch. 20, 15, 10, 5. He is gone.
Ty Pringle just ran away from everybody that time, and Carter Mason knew he just needed to put that one up there and let his athlete run underneath it. Look at this. Just a little 2-step drop, throws it to the left-hand side, and Ty, just on a streak, runs right past the Morgan defense.
The chip out of the can. Ty Pringle takes it the distance, and the Templars now make it a 2-score game.
Wow, 62-yard touchdown pass from Carter Mason to Ty Pringle. I'm so excited to see how many yards Carter Mason has passing in this game, because, boy, he's throwing it all over the field. That first big Manti-type play of the night right there.
Extra point is good. 10:56 to go in the fourth. The Templars strike quickly. It is Manti 42, Morgan 28, 10:56 to go in the fourth on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
Doesn't that sound relaxing? At Risk Managers, we want to help you always feel that relaxed. So when you hear this, or this, or this, you know that you're protected. Peace of mind insurance solutions for individuals and businesses, so that you can always sit back and enjoy your drink.
Welcome back on in, 42-28. Nothing like a little office chat off the air as kick goes, oh, this is going to be close. No, that's easily a touchback. I was thinking that might be close to going out of bounds, but maybe one of the better kicks of the night from Tyler Steinfeld. Now Morgan down 2 scores. Still a lot of time left, Greg, and as we've seen, we saw it today, Juab was down 3 scores in the fourth quarter and made it interesting. So
yeah,
that separation from Ty Pringle, though.
Just runs past a guy. Nothing cute. Just runs past a guy. Ty Pringle, as we mentioned, 7 touchdown catches in the first 4 games this year, and then goes out again on that opening kickoff return against Cedar, and Manti really missed him. They missed him against Richfield. They missed him against Cedar. It's good to have him back for the playoffs.
We've talked about how good he's been on offense today, how great he's been covering Eli Mortonson. No catches for the sophomore. Randall gets rid of it in a hurry. Pass caught, but Templars right there. Isaiah Wright able to hit Brody Peterson. It's just a gain of 2, maybe 3 yards on first down.
Isaiah Wright's had a good game today, too. We've talked a lot about Brody Peterson. He's had a great game for Morgan. But Isaiah just sitting back a little bit. I'll give you those 3, 4, 5 yards, and then I'm going to come hit you.
Trips near side, 2 receivers, empty set here for Cade Randall. Manti shows 4 at the line. Snap to Randall, quick hitter. It's a pass complete to Thurston. Thurston cuts back upfield. That's a first down. Maybe that's what Morgan needs to get it into the hands of their playmakers a little bit more, is George Thurston, who's had Thurston and Peterson have been the 2 guys for the Morgan offense today.
And Kellen Lund coming from a defensive tackle position and turning around and making a tackle there. George might have had some room if Kellen wasn't there.
1st and 10, empty set, low snap, and boy, Randall just had to fall on it. He tried to pick it up without looking at it and fumbled it after it was on the ground here.
And Kellen Lund again getting through there first.
He'll get the credit.
Kellen's having a great game from a defensive tackle position. We've talked a lot about other guys, and Kellen's having a good game. Jacob Cox out there as well for the Templars.
2nd down and 14 after the loss of 4. Under 10 to go in the ball game. Trips near side, 2 to the right. Templars show blitz. They're going to bring it. Randall steps up in the pocket, throws it nowhere near Thurston. He was the closest guy to it. He had no shot at getting the ball.
Yeah, good job there by Isaac Crowther to come from right off the center there and make Cade Randall throw that maybe a little quicker than he wanted to.
3rd down and 14 for Morgan. Massive 3rd down for the Trojans here. With 9:42 to go, Manti's got a 2-score lead. Templars looking to get back to the state championship. Just 2 years ago, they beat Morgan to get there. Came up short against the Trojans a year ago. Empty set for Randall. The lefty back to pass. Steps up. Takes a shot. The receiver quit running, Greg.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if that would have been caught in bounds. Spencer Robbins in coverage. How good has Spencer Robbins been the second half of the season?
Yeah, he's been great. Talked about it a lot. Tala Talapa pumping up his fans out there. Manti gets that 3rd down stop. Is Morgan going to go for it here down 2 scores with 9:36 left? I think you got to punt this.
And you got all 3 timeouts, too.
You got 3 timeouts. You got a great defense. Is Morgan going to go for this?
The offense is still out there.
They're going to go for it unless they're going to talk about it after a timeout.
Play clock's at 10.
Manti calling some things out defensively.
Play clock at 5. Randall takes the snap. Morgan will go for it here. Randall rolls to his left, going to load up and throw, and it is broken up. Incomplete. There are no flags. Ty Pringle.
Ty Pringle had a better beat on that ball than the Morgan receiver did that time. He broke on that, stepped up, and he was going to either break that up or pick it off. Look at this play by Ty Pringle. Just that comeback route, and Ty beats the man to the ball and knocks it away, gives the ball back to Manti's offense.
At the 30-yard line of Morgan. Best field position for Manti minus the block punt. Boy, the way Manti answered the bell going into halftime. That's been the change of the game.
They're down 8. Down 8 with 2 minutes left, and they go down and tie it up before the half.
Handoff Tala. Tala left side run, gets a good push. This might only go for 2 yards here. We're now under 9.5 in the ball game.
Tala's hyped up there. That's a good play by Morgan because Tala is hyped up out there. And a good play out there trying to get that
34
number.
Again. Pace, I believe. Yeah, William Pace. He's had a good game. He's going to be a good player for Morgan in the years to come, just a sophomore. 2nd down and 8 for the Templars. Stone Mortonson near side. Ty Pringle also near side. Carter Mason brings those 2 tight ends from left to right. We've seen that a number of times tonight. Now sends Crowther back to the left side. It's going to be a quarterback run for Carter. He just falls forward with it, no gain. So 3rd down coming up here.
Yeah, they do that little fake pitch to try and bring that second level to go with the running back. And then if you can just get the block on the defensive lineman, you got a lot of room. But Morgan read that really well. Did a flag come in there? Or did somebody just throw? Geez, it looked like there was a flag back there.
Well, maybe a towel falling off somebody.
Yeah. Anyway, and that's even a 1-yard loss that time. That's worked a lot for the Templars this year, but Morgan sound defensively to bring up 3rd and 9.
3rd down and 9. Templars go split back. It's Crowther and Talapapa. Pringle comes from right to left. 2 receivers to the left side. Carter pumps with it, will run. Takes off in space. Gets a chunk of that. Maybe 3 yards on the play for Carter Mason. 4th and 6.
Manti trying to set up a field goal attempt here. I mean, you'd go up 3 scores. I mean, it's a deep one right here. It would be a 43-yarder for Tyler Steinfeld. He's made one.
It's his long.
This deep. Yeah.
43 is his long on the year.
And Manti's going to let that play clock run out and use one of their Manti family dental timeouts.
Our guy Rich, know what he's going to be doing at 10 a.m. tomorrow. I know what you're going to be doing at 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Me too, brother.
I know what I'm going to be doing at noon Eastern tomorrow.
We've talked about your travels, but we haven't said why. I don't think we've said one time why you're traveling so much.
Snow College plays Monroe University tomorrow in a JUCO game.
So Monroe is where? And wait. Before you tell me that, we're in Cedar City, Utah.
We sure are.
At 6:18 p.m. right now. Where's Monroe?
New Rochelle, New York, just outside of the Bronx.
Rochelle. All right.
Oh, Barrett is loving that.
Yes.
So needless to say,
anyone would get that.
This might be a short post game because the moment we're off the air, I'm hopping in my car, driving to Salt Lake, hopping on a flight. It'll be my wife's coming. My parents are already in New York, so we're going to meet up.
But you're going to be calling a game in New York State, in New York, right outside of New York City tomorrow.
Sure am.
Yeah, that's a lot of travel, brother. And then you got a snow basketball game on Monday back here.
And then snow football in Lackawanna on Thursday. Lackawanna, Pennsylvania. Scranton, Pennsylvania,
The Electric City.
The Electric
Beach. I knew that was coming.
By 1 second, Greg Sterner, 1 second. I think Manti is kicking this year, Greg.
Go up 3 scores, try to go up 45-17.
And minus a block, if this ball goes, it's a touchback, and it's very low risk.
Correct.
On high school field goals. So 43-yard attempt here. Mason to hold, Steinfeld to kick. Ooh. Snap good, hold good, kick is on its way, and it is to the right. It is no good.
Steinfeld wasn't even set up. Carter called for that too soon. Watch this replay. Tyler Steinfeld's still stepping it off. Yeah, they called for that too soon. But what you mentioned, still a pretty good kick when you're stepping that off. What you mentioned, if that ball on a kick in high school, if the ball gets into the end zone, whether it's a punt, kickoff, field goal, it's at the 20-yard line. It's not where you kick it like it is in college in the NFL.
So it makes sense to kick more if you've got a guy you can trust.
Why not try it?
As long as you can trust the guys to block up front, you don't get the blocked attempt.
Yeah,
where it becomes a live ball.
But like I say, he wasn't even ready for that one.
Still, I mean, it had the distance. There was no question, just a little to the right. Morgan still just down 2 scores. Randall throws over the middle. Caught first down, catch and run from George Thurston. Spencer Robbins trips him up. Could have been a lot more for Morgan, but a good catch. What a great game for George Thurston today.
And they're going quick. Morgan with 7 minutes left in this one, down 2 scores. They're going to line up quick here.
Trips far side, single near side, back to passes. Randall, Cade loads up, hit as he throws. That is intercepted. Stone Mortonson's got it. Multiple flags come in. Stone just heads for the sideline.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of laundry out there.
Yeah, Stone knew I don't think that's on him.
No.
But he knew where that was going. There's no reason to risk your body that time. Would have been a huge play.
Sure.
Boy, would have been a huge play. I think they were looking at Eli Mortonson out here on the left side, and I think one of the Templars just held on to him.
There's 2 flags out. I'd imagine it's for the same hold or pass interference. Yeah. And, they'll call a defensive hold on Manti. Was an pretty easy call. Ty's just got a little bit of hold there for it was just a split second.
Is that on him right there? Woo. Yeah, but 2 of them saw it, so yeah, that's what it is.
Ball at the 43 now for Morgan. Trips near side for Randall. Randall back to pass. Pocket holds, now rolls out. Randall launches it deep. This is a jump ball. Several Templars there, and I believe Carter Mason.
Yeah, the quarterback.
Cardiac Carter with the INT at the 15-yard line. No flags. Templars are going to get it back.
You got your quarterback out there playing a deep safety, and he steps up and makes a play. That ball just came out a little wobbly. So didn't go as far as Cade Randall wanted it to, and Carter Mason down there to give it back to his offense.
It's got to be pretty satisfying as a quarterback. You try not to throw picks, and then to go get one.
Back.
Yeah. When I was at Manti, Brady aced.
Oh, yeah.
It was the quarterback my junior year. His brother Connor was aced for a decade.
Yeah, 9 straight years.
Yep. And Brady returned punts as a quarterback his senior year.
Wow.
On a state championship team. Carter gets rid of it quickly, complete. Isaac Crowther, good block. Isaac sheds a tackle, gets to that sideline. 20-25, and a first down for Isaac Crowther.
He showed a little shimmy out there, didn't he, that time, to get a few extra yards and move the sticks. Isaac Crowther. Good block out there by Ty Pringle, and then the shimmy there. Oh, good block down there. Is that Stone Mortonson?
It is Stone.
Yeah, Isaac's stepbrother out there blocking as well.
Did they just become best friends? Yep.
Good.
I have never seen that movie. I do know that ref. I've heard that quote a million times.
Oh, boy.
2 near side here. Carter's going to hand it off left side to Tala. Tala stutter steps, gets a push, and forward progress will give him 2 for the Templars.
Another thing about Tala Talapa, as games wear on throughout this season, Tala punishes you more and more and more. Again, Tala's doing a lot of great things 3 touchdowns. He's got a lot of tackles on the defensive side, but there just hasn't been that big Tala run where you think he's bottled up and he breaks free and then takes it down the sideline. You see that almost every game. Hasn't happened here, which is a huge credit to the Trojans.
2nd down and 8. Templars go 2 near sides, single receiver far to the left. Split back set for Carter Mason. Brings Ty Pringle in motion. Carter takes the snap, pumps, going to become a runner. Carter left side, sheds a tackle, stays on his feet, falls forward for another 2 yards. 3rd down and 6 now for Manti. Game clock is now under 6 minutes.
I was just going to say, what does that do? Tick, 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 tick. You see, that's why I think you're seeing Cam Shumway call a lot of those runs here, just trying to run a little bit of clock here. You don't want to not be aggressive. And,
sure.
And
Manti's still throwing the ball.
When is Manti not aggressive? I mean, Cameron Shumway's as aggressive as they come in a play caller, but it doesn't hurt to be smart, too.
3rd down and 6. Split backs again for Carter Mason. 2 near side, single to the right, sends Crowther in motion. Pump fakes on the 1 screen. Sets it up for Tala. Tala turns the edge. There's the big Tala Papa play to the 45. Templars move the sticks again. Another Douglas Dentistry first down. You talked about it. Tala hasn't had a pop-off play.
There it is.
And right on cue.
Yeah. Down to the 46-yard line, 17-yard pass play. Just set that up with that Isaac Crowther screen from earlier, and Isaac kind of sells it, kind of waves his hands out there, and then Carter goes the other way to Tala Talapa.
Ball at the 46-yard line for Manti. Fresh set of downs, keeps that clock moving. Morgan does have all 3 timeouts. Split backs for Mason. Sends a man in motion. It's Crowther. Gets rid of it to Isaac in the backfield. Makes the catch. Isaac stutters again. First down and then some. Crowther keeps the legs churning. And a gain of 5, make it 6 for the tight end.
I don't know if this is going to be a wide enough replay here, but again, I talked about it multiple times. Watch 4, watch 5 out here, downfield blocking. Watch Ty Pringle. That's a man block out there at a receiver. Look at Stone Mortonson. It's a man block out there as a receiver.
Morgan spends their first timeout. I believe they did. Did Morgan take the timeout? I believe so. We'll take it. It's a Manti Family Dental timeout on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive with KSLSports.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
Second down and 5. Carter brings Pringle in motion. Give to Tala. Met immediately. Probably no gain on the play. Morgan taking another timeout?
Yeah, coming hard there off the side. Jason Nye, as you mentioned, the defensive player coming off the edge that time, read that well and just came down and made a hit. You also had Cade Spence there.
Spence has been in the defensive backfield a lot, just in the back. I should say in the backfield a lot. So, Second timeout called by the Trojans. Let's keep it here, Greg. Morgan's going to be. Let's keep it here. Morgan's going to be down to 1 timeout, and you got 3rd down and really 5, a long 4, short 5, depending on what you want to call it here. Coach Shumway talking with the offense right now. What in your opinion should be being said in that huddle?
Oh boy, Cam Shumway is a lot smarter than I am. But I'm okay if I'm conservative here. If I'm Manti, if I run Tala Talapa one more time, and I don't know that it's even that conservative to run Tala Talapa. Kids got over 1,000 yards rushing this season, but I think I run Tala one more time. I force Morgan to either call timeout or run another 40 seconds. You get it down under 4 minutes. You punt that baby, make them go 90 yards to try and make it a 1-score game.
Trips far side, single receiver near side's Mortonson. Mason fakes the punt pitch, and it's going to be a forward pass that falls incomplete. Morgan read that really, really well. Once again, Jace Nye.
And early in the game, that's a smart play by Carter Mason. I think right now, if I'm Coach Shumway, if I'm Coach Takiaho, I might say to Carter, dude, just eat that one. Let's keep that clock running. I don't care about the extra 5-6 yards. We're going to punt this away anyway. Just go down on that one. Instead of an incomplete pass, stopping the clock and not making Morgan call their timeout.
The offense is still out there, Greg.
Yeah, there's no way. No way.
This is going to be a hard count.
You got 6 seconds on the play clock. There's no way they're not. Oh, boy, are they going for this?
Manti goes for the kill. Mason rolls, fires. Stone Mortonson with another snag and another Douglas Dentistry first down. The cojones of the Templars.
That's a great call.
My goodness.
Look at Stone had to go get this one. That's a tough pass again. Look at that one again. He had to go up high and get that one and moves the sticks to keep that clock running for the Templars. 7-yard pass play. The crowd goes quiet on this side of the stadium.
Ooh. The crowd oof. I've said some clever things tonight. That might take all the cake, my friend. Trips 2 to the far right, handoff Tala. Left side gets met immediately, and Morgan's done such a good job on Tala Talapa. The problem is he's not the only guy you got to worry about at Manti. William Pace with another great play for Morgan. And they'll spend their final timeout. Let's take it. We'll be right back. That's a Manti Family Dental timeout on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive at KSLSports.com.
From sales to service and repair, we do it all. We're Skyline Motorsports. We service and repair all makes and models with the best mechanics in the valley. We'll fix you up and get you back on your way at an honest, fair price. Doesn't matter if it's your side-by-side, ATV, street bike, dirt bike, snowmobile, or your everyday yard work machines. Check out SkylineMotorsports.com. Then come see us on Highway 89, 1 mile south of Fairview. Give us a call at 427-3900. Skyline Motorsports.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Manti with maybe one of the gutsiest fourth downs at any level of football. You're going to see the kill shot as
crazy.
The pass from Carter Mason to Stone Mortonson.
Watching that replay again, another from that end zone camera. Look, that just little pivot and to the outside. And the pass, I love Carter. Not the best pass. Stone Mortonson just pulled it in.
2nd down and 10, Mason. Give Tala left side, and Tala going to lose a yard on the play. As I believe that was Kirkland that came up with the stop there. Birkland. Noah Birkland, my apologies. That Birkland name, very synonymous with Morgan sports. If I say this name wrong, I want to remember Akira Birkland, I want to say, that played girls basketball, was part of a state championship run at Morgan. There's been a lot of state championship runs in a lot of sports up there.
Every sport.
Yeah. Coach Mack's done a great job with that girls. One of my favorite coaches to watch, body language-wise. He's so fun to watch.
Coaches out there,
he does. 3rd and 12 for Manti. 2 to either side. 3 minutes to go in the game. Carter pumps. Going to roll to his right now, flushed out. Carter is just going to take the sack. Manti's going to lose a chunk of yards, but Morgan can't stop the clock. You're going to punt this away with about 2:15 left.
Yeah, and again, that's again where, like 3 or 4 plays ago, where I said Carter, early in the game, that's a great, smart play to just throw that one away. Right here, you would have been 2:55, 2:53 or so left on the clock, and you're going to be punting this with 2:15.
Now,
huge difference.
Now let's revisit that, though, because of the incompletion. It was 4th and 5 instead of 4th and 10. Manti definitely doesn't go for it.
Touche. Defending the one Carter Mason here.
Templars to punt. For Coach Takiaho takes his last timeout with 2:15 to go. Milked all that was worth. Let's take it. On the CO Building System scoreboard, it's a Manti Family Dental timeout. We're out of timeouts on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centracom Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West. Specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly, Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time, at 685 East Main Street. Call today at 800-261-1026. That's 800-261-1026. Or go to sanpetesteel.com.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centracom Team Hive.
2:15 to go in the fourth quarter. Manti with a 42-28 lead. It was 21 apiece at the half, then 28 apiece after Morgan answered Manti, and it's been all Templars. Punt here from Robbins. Gets it away quickly. High kick, Peterson muffs it. Ball's on the ground. He just has to fall on it at the 22-23 yard line. Peterson, who's had a couple good special teams returns today.
Watch this replay. If we're going to show this replay, watch this. Spencer Robbins. It's not a very good snap there, frankly. It was low. And Spencer has to go down and get it and just get his foot to it immediately, and he does. It's not, again, how many times have I said it's not a play that's going to show up in the stat book? But right there, that's a completely different field there. If Spencer Robbins doesn't make a very athletic play as a punter.
By the way, I've been told via text that I need to leave you alone and that you're making great points. So that is where we're at in the broadcast.
I agreed with you.
You did.
But whoever's defending me, I agree with them. Mack Olson.
Eaten alive. A Mack attack down here in SUU. The Fresno State commit gets a sack.
It's only a 1 yard loss there, but Mack Olson from his DN just bull rushing and then coming off of it and pulling Randall to the ground.
Student sections waving their phone lights over on the Manti sideline. We're now under 2 minutes, minute 40 to go. 2nd and 12 for Morgan. Randall back to pass. Pocket holds well. Randall gets rid of it. It's high, and Peterson can't corral it. Incomplete. That's probably good for Morgan at this joint. Stops the clock at 1:31.
Wasn't going to get much there anyway.
Probably going to get drilled by Isaiah Wright on that left side. Barrett asked if it was your mom. Your mom doesn't have my cell phone number to tell me to leave you alone.
My mom doesn't. I'll bet you my mom has watched 2 minutes of any game I've ever called. There's not a person on the planet that cares less about sports.
Hope that gets back to her.
She'll never hear it. Not a chance.
4 receivers far side, single near side here for Randall. Pumps with it, loads up, launches it deep, and this is just going to head out of bounds. No chance at a ball there for Peterson.
Boy, that defensive secondary for the Templars today. That first play of the game, huge play by Morgan. Other than that,
you're thinking that might be how the game goes, right?
My goodness, that defensive secondary has played well for the Templars.
4th down and 12, and this is the game. Manti gets it back.
Yeah, they can kneel on it.
They'll just take a couple knees, and that'll be all she wrote. Trips near side, 2 receivers to the far right for Cade. Randall steps in the pocket, throws, complete to Mortonson. Mortonson, his first catch of the game, a first down, tugged on his jersey, makes a cutback, stays on his feet. Ty Pringle brings him down at the 45, so Eli Mortonson keeps the season alive for Morgan out past the 45. First catch of the day for the talented sophomore.
But boy, you saw his speed, didn't you? Kid has wheels. Going to be a huge recruit these next couple of years.
Trips far right, 2 near side. Randall rolls to his left, throws it to Mortonson, makes the catch, gets out of bounds. I think he's going to be a yard shy of the first down into Templar territory, though, at the 45. Yeah, that kid's going to be, even though he hasn't had, the best game of his he's a sophomore, look at his size. I mean, the size and speed of Eli Mortonson. You and I are BYU fans. I hope the Cougs get in on that a little bit.
Yeah.
Back to passes, Randall on 2nd and short. Cade's going to throw a dart high, and that is off the hands of Stone Mortonson. One catch Stone didn't make tonight, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. With 1:05 remaining.
Yeah, Stone Mortonson had the best chance at that one, didn't he? And that ball got tipped right before he would have had a pick there. Yeah, that was George Thurston. Just tipped that, playing defensive back on offense.
He may catch touchdowns one-handed. He doesn't catch interceptions one-handed. That'd be a little too much for us. As Randall rolls to his left, throws Mortonson the first down catch. Gets out of bounds at the 37, 38-yard line. Eli Mortonson, no catches all game, 3 on this drive.
And let's be honest here.
Prevent.
Yeah, you've got a little bit. You got Ty Pringle just keeping him in front. I don't care if you catch 5-6 yards. We're not going in for 4-6 into the end zone.
Snap, Randall, empty set again. Cade, Nelson Everett gets after him, and he'll just toss that away. A flag gets thrown here. Now, was he outside the tackle
I don't think
box?
it's that. I think it's going to be a late hit here.
Sure enough.
Yeah, now I just got a text saying, be nice to you. Yeah.
You're always nice to me.
Let's see this. Nelson Everett's able to get away from the tackle.
It's the drive after, is what I'm guessing they're calling.
Boy, that's close. I mean, he hit him right as that ball. Yeah.
So Templars will have first down at the 23-yard line. Trips far side, 2 near side for Cade Randall. Templars show blitz. Randall steps up, fires off the hands of the intended receiver in George Thurston. 2nd down and 10 coming up, and now we got an injured Trojan. Number 73 for Morgan, a little slow to get up. Riker Hales, who went down earlier in the game, was glad to see him come back for Morgan, and he's back up now. I think where it was an incomplete pass, they're not making him come out, so I think he got up quick enough. 50 seconds left here in the 4th. Morgan's out of timeouts. They need 2 touchdowns, 2 extra points, 1 onside kick to go with that. Randall back to pass. Fires for Mortonson, incomplete. As Ty Pringle again there in coverage. 3rd down and 10. Greg, you talked about how there was a point in this season for Manti, and the game's fully not over yet. I mean, weird things happen in 2-score games. But with where I got to get on the road, I don't know how much post-game coverage we're going to get. There was a point with this Manti.
Do you want me to just run that alone? Just kidding.
I wouldn't dare. I've had to do that by myself before. I would not dare wish that upon another man. Done it in this very booth before, by the way.
Yeah.
Trips far side, near sides, 2 receivers to the far right for Randall. Pocket holds. Randall going down. He's going to get sacked. Kellen Lund, with under 40 seconds to go, brings up 4th down and long.
Yeah, that clock will keep ticking. Kellen Lund's had a great game. We've mentioned his name a lot here in this second half, and Kellen, he's an emotional player out there and does a lot of good things for Manti, offensively and defensively.
4th down and long. Randall takes the snap, rolls to his left. He's going to become a runner and just runs out of bounds, and that's it.
Yeah.
Didn't even give himself a shot, as Manti, for the second time in 3 years, is going to head back to the state championship game.
This time as the underdog here, as the 3 seed coming in. Not just the 2 versus 3 seed, let's be honest here. I mean, let's be honest here, folks. Morgan is Morgan for a reason. You know, there's a reason they go and beat Provo that's still playing in 4A. Morgan is a juggernaut, and Manti, 2 out of the last 3 years, has taken him out in the semifinals. A lot of credit to that coaching staff of the Templars. Coach Fred Takiaho got something going here in Manti.
His 3rd season, 2 state championship appearances. Carter takes the knee, and the celebration will begin in Templarville. Your final score, Manti 42, Morgan 28. We'll take a break and be back. Sunrise Engineering postgame show next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Centricom Team Hive at KSLSports.com.
I'm J.L. Larson.
And I'm Sarah Larson.
And we're the owners and operators of Freedom Ford in Gunnison, Utah. We've been in business now for 38 years. Of those 38 years, we've done business with Utah Heritage Credit Union for over 20 of them. Even our kids have savings accounts there.
Utah Heritage is a great staple to Sanpete County. Homegrown credit union here that has helped, I believe, thousands of families throughout the valleys.
Bucket list hikes, local races, challenging adventures, that one goal that means so much to you. Salt Lake Running Company has the gear and expert advice you need to start and finish strong. You'll be crushing that goal before you know it. With our trained and knowledgeable staff, an award-winning custom shoe fit process, and the head-to-toe products you need, SLRC will gear you up for your goal. Shop in-store at any of our locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
We are all part of a team. Whether you are the quiet hero or the newest recruit, the steady anchor or the moral support, your team needs you. At Intermountain Health, Sanpete Valley Hospital, we want to be part of your team. Partner with us on your health and continue to be a game changer for your teammates.
At Manti Family Dental, we're not just fixing teeth, we're crafting smiles with a hometown touch. Our comprehensive care from crowns to Invisalign allows us to treat the young and the young at heart. Manti Family Dental is veteran-owned and backed by Dr. Carlisle's 13 years of expertise and a heart for Manti's community.
I'm Dr. Carlisle. My wife and I chose to raise our family where roots run deep. Here, every patient is treated like a neighbor. Whether it's IV sedation to remove your wisdom teeth or getting an implant to replace a missing tooth, we ensure your dental health is in caring hands.
So give us a call to schedule a visit and discover the difference at Manti Family Dental.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
Final score here from SUU, Manti 42, Morgan 28. The Templars are headed back to the state title game. They've played Morgan three straight years in the state championship. Manti got them 2 years ago. Morgan got revenge last year. Manti gets the last ha tonight and will move on to face Cedar in a rematch that was that's going to be a very fascinating matchup, to say the least, next Saturday morning up at Zions Bank Stadium.
14-point wins each of these 3 years for the winning team.
That's right.
Yeah, 2 touchdown wins, 42-28.
Same final last year?
No, 2 years ago when Manti. No, you're right. Yes, last year was 42-28. It was 35-21 2 years ago. Yeah. Yep, that's right. So Manti is able to pull this one out. What a win by the Templars. Boy, second half. It's tied up at 20. Let's go back a little bit. I don't know how quick you need to end this because you got to get on a flight.
Well, we still got to get Brad's stats. We got time.
Okay.
We got time.
Okay. It's 21-13. Manti has to punt. Manti's down 21-13 in the first half with about 3 minutes left, and Manti has to punt to Morgan. And we're saying, man, Manti has to get defensive here, Tanner. Don't let Morgan get a touchdown to go up 2 scores. Manti gets the ball back, and they tie it up. They get the ball back at the start of the second half, and they go get they throw an interception on that first drive.
It was basically like a punt if you really want to get down to the nitty-gritty.
And then Manti blocks the punt there. Mack Olson blocks the punt. Finished off by a 5-yard touchdown pass to Tala Talapa, makes the score 28-21. And from that point on, Manti didn't trail. It was tied at 28, and then Manti's able to finish off the Morgan Trojans with the last 2 touchdowns to finish it off 42-28. Tanner, that was a game. That was a game. That was fun.
It had the trimmings of what you and I called 2 years ago. And, we appreciate the Morgan fans coming in. We don't want to be homers, but let's call it what it is. Greg and I both went to Manti High School.
Yeah.
We know these kids really, really well. It's fun. That's what makes broadcasting fun, when you know the guys you're calling, and give Morgan a lot of credit.
Can't give more. I mean, how much credit did we give? I mean, there's a reason they're in the state semifinals every year. The Trojans. Coach Barlow, 61-13 now in 6 years, 2 state championships under his belt. Yeah, the guy's a stud. At the start of the game, we mentioned keys to the game. Can the Manti lines compete with the Morgan lines?
That question was clearly answered.
I would say yes.
I don't know if compete is even the word in that second half. Manti kind of dominated at the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Manti had the best player at the line of scrimmage in Mack Olson, especially on that defensive side. So, just a phenomenal night if you're a Templar fan. Gave me reminiscing of that game 2 years ago where you kind of just didn't know. You and I kind of expected Morgan to win last year, right? Morgan was just steamrolling everybody last year.
Mm-hmm.
This year was a little bit more of a question mark, just not 100% sure. Knew they were good, and clearly were good. Manti just happened to be better tonight, executed better. What a game plan, like you said, by the coaching staff, the play calling from Coach Shumway. The way the defense was able to get after the secondary. I mean, all 3 levels of your defense made big plays at big times.
Yep. That's a great way to put it, all 3 levels. As you mentioned, a defensive line, your linebackers, how many times did we call Spencer Robbins' name out there, number 7? And punting. How about Spencer punting
on some bad snaps?
Yeah, athletic plays to get the ball and then be able to punt it away. Carter Mason, what a game by Carter Mason today. I really want to see these Brad stats before we wrap up this post-game show. I'm hoping he hurries. We see him grabbing the paper. Let's see.
Okay, that's good. Fresh off the Brad press. Here at SUU, his alma mater. He loves coming down here to Cedar City. So, once again, your final score: Manti 42, Morgan 28. Manti and Cedar next Saturday, 10 a.m. Zions Bank Stadium in Harriman. It's where we played the semis the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So a flip of things. Played the state championship down here at SUU back-to-back seasons, and now. Just flipped up to Harriman next week.
Manti looking to win their first state championship since they won back-to-back in 2011 and 2012. Second time they've been to the state championship game under Coach Fred Takyaho in Fred's 3 years.
Yeah.
Huge shout-out to that coaching staff. You mentioned the game plan for the Templars. Flawlessly executed by Manti there. I mean, we're giving the credit to the players. It's a players' game out there on the field, but you got to give it to Coach Fred Takyaho, Coach Cameron Shumway, and the entire staff for the Templars. Should we run down some of these stats?
Let's do it. Let's hit it.
Carter Mason, 28 of 40 against Morgan. Against the Morgan defense, 337 yards, 4 touchdowns. Stone Mortonson, 10 catches, 144 yards, and a touchdown. Isaac Crowther with 7 catches for 80 yards.
Touchdown of the year maybe in the whole state.
I would agree with that, and I hope.
I mean, I'm open to this. If people are listening to this, send them to us on Twitter. Yeah, show me a better one, and I'll agree with you. But boy,
touchdown catches by Ty Pringle. Tala Talapa had four catches for 26 yards. Ty Pringle had 104 yards receiving. Isaiah Wright with a touchdown catch. For Morgan, you had Canyon Leonelli with 39 rushing yards. He was the leading rushing man. Cade Randall, we talked about the efficiency of both of these quarterbacks. He goes 19 of 41 for 282 yards. A lot of yards, not as efficient as Carter Mason was on the other side. George Thurston had a good game, 6 catches for 114 yards. Brody Peterson, 5 catches for 96 yards and a touchdown. Defensively, we mentioned Mack Olson. Great game by Mack Olson.
Boy.
In this one, I don't have defensive.
And he's not going to have a lot. I don't think he's going to put up a lot of numbers necessarily. But how many times was he right in the quarterback's face?
Wreaked havoc back
almost
there.
Every snap that Peterson was back to pass.
Nelson Everett, Isaac Crowder on the defensive side. That defensive secondary. Yep. Carter Mason, not only with those 4 touchdown passes, he had a pick.
That's right.
An interception on
That's
defense.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the defense that got delivered last minute. Here's the thing, Greg, that stood out to me tonight for Manti. A lot of these guys have played in this kind of game, right? As Carter Mason, Stone Mortonson, Mack Olson, a number of these guys have played at this stage against this type of level.
Played, not just been there, but played.
And played
like
well.
Contributed.
Yeah, big time in these last 2 years. What impressed me was the guys who hadn't necessarily played as much at this stage. It was the Isaac Crowder, the Nelson Everett, the guys that have developed that maybe weren't quite good enough to start as sophomores, that have blossomed into fantastic football players. Guys that transferred in, Isaiah Wright, Ty Pringle. How good were they at corner tonight?
Yeah, very good.
I mean, just spectacular for those types of guys. So those couple names you've heard the last 3 years consistently, they did what they were supposed to do. It was the other guys that stepped up, in my opinion, that made the difference tonight.
Jacob Cox there in the middle. Kellen Lund, we mentioned him a lot. Russ Squire, Wally Everett, the center, doing good things as well. Yeah, this Templar team, that was a team win right there. All 3 levels, special teams with a punt block. What a game. That was a fun one. That was a fun one, Tanner.
Let's wrap this. Let's give away our anonymous player of the game. I got an announcer of the game award the other day.
Our anonymous donor gave me one of those the other day.
I didn't want to make you feel bad, but I figured I'd at least say thank you on the air in case you didn't. I'm glad we both did.
Yes.
Very fun night. There's a lot of guys.
Start running them down.
Here's my thought.
Friend.
Here's who I'm just going to throw it out.
Okay. I already know who's winning it, so you can say whatever you want.
I'm interested to see here.
Okay.
I would say Ty Pringle was the best player on the field tonight in terms of contribute. I mean, it's across the board on both sides of the ball. I thought he had that big touchdown catch, that big 3rd down and 18 conversion on the dump off pass, and then locked up with a guy that's going to be playing Division I football
completely
in Mortonson. And so I would go with Ty. Mack is a very close second because I feel like he had the most impact on the game, period, but just on maybe once. And Mack was good on the offensive line was great too tonight. Carter was protected very well. Manti didn't get a run as much with Tala. Morgan actually did a good job of that, but Carter had all day to throw all game. And so
Tala had 3 touchdowns.
He did.
Stone Mortonson had the catch of the century. I don't know. We're gonna
stretch this as far as it can go, aren't we?
Tell me I'm overkilling that, folks. Go watch it. Carter Mason's our player of the game today. Carter Mason is absolutely our player of the game today with a pick on defense, with 4 touchdown passes, efficient against a Morgan defense that doesn't allow quarterbacks to be efficient. Carter Mason gets our player of the game.
Well, and let's talk about Carter played receiver as a sophomore, was forced into quarterback in an unexpected time last year and played well in that game, but you could tell it was still kind of a new thing for him at the varsity level. Boy, that kid put in a great summer at quarterback, and like you said, one of the biggest reasons Manti is going to be playing for a state championship next Saturday morning.
Absolutely. Excited. Tanner, that's a good game next week.
That's going to be fun.
Cedar took it to Manti earlier this year in Cedar City. Ty Pringle went out on the first play, had some other injuries during the game. Manti wants revenge.
They do, and that'll happen 10 a.m. The chance at revenge, I should say. That'll happen 10 a.m. next Saturday morning, Zions Bank Stadium. Greg, appreciate you, my man. Appreciate all the games we've called over the years. They seem to get funner and funner as time goes on. That's not me being corny. I mean it. Love you like a brother, and certainly appreciate the good times we have behind the mic.
Thank you, Tanner. It's fun calling them with you.
Let's thank our whole crew. They got one more game to go. I got to hit the road. I am out of here and heading to New York. That was awful. That, of all the things I've said, that might have been the worst part of the night.
You got a booth laughing at you here.
Oh, boy. That's my signal to get off the air. Major thanks to executive producer Barrett Hilton, who's been in the hot seat all day. Adam Coombs. Where would we be without Adam and all his contributions to the broadcast team? Our filmers, Alex Doss, Kyler the Temp Jensen. We've got Claire Hilton. We've got Jordan Hilton here. It's a Hilton affair down here at SUU. My man, Bentley Schaefer, my brother-in-law, doing a great job tonight. That's our whole camera crew. Cole Wissinger will be here tomorrow. I'm kind of bummed I'm missing Cole. Major shout-out to our whole crew that puts on a great show with Team Hive across the board. Thanks to you, the listener. Your final score here from SUU, Manti 42, Morgan 48. My name is Tanner Wilkinson. So long and good night in Radio Land. We'll have more action on Team Hive next. You've been watching and listening to high school football on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricon Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
Rise and on! You've been listening to exciting high school football action on South Central Utah sports leaders, Centricom Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. This sports broadcast has been brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. Join us next time for more exciting high school football action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.